Okay.
Ooh, big counter hit here. We're gonna go into a command grab for a corner combo. No bursting quite yet. Swagtron being put right to neutral. Positive bonus going on the way for Wachito.
Oh yeah, there we go. Going to go ahead, get another big hit in here. I don't think you're going to get the meter to get a kill, but you know what? Go ahead with that 6H one more time. You got one more opportunity going. We're just going on the world tour right now.
Perfect.
Closing out the round with a perfect.
Beautiful on that. Now that like it's one of those things like both these characters can like really bring in a lot of damage, but you know May ever since the beginning of the game in here being able to call it out. Nice little whip punish on the against Baiken there, and the 6P to call out the jump and attack from behind.
Swagtron trying through some buttons, finally getting something in, but Wachito just mashes out, catches the backdash with the 6H, and it's just going to really get this wall break here. Swagtron working with a bar of meter, still a lot of burst. Oh, but that 6P is most likely going to call it out.
Yeah, I love it when I see Maze doing more of the 6P on there. 6P is just a good button all around anyway as an anti-air on there, but it feels like you have like you may be tempted to go in there. You do that. You have the disjointed normal of the 5H in there. You got 6H. You got a bunch of buttons that will go out and play the anti-air, but sometimes a good old 6P just does the body good into the RC afterwards. So nice job.
Especially on a really active and big button that is Baiken JS.
Yeah, I feel like you can, if like you can just get all the way from mid screen. Oh, almost got the backdash to feel. Oh, big charge 6H though. We're gonna go. Yeah, you can start an immediate burst away. I agree with that. Oh, however, okay.
Really nice little Tatami combo here, pressure, but we're just mashing out, getting a nice little tether combo. Gonna side switch, unfortunately putting themselves in the corner.
Oh, and I think we'll just try for something a little snazzy on there. We're trying to get onto the other side, maybe do a bigger combo, but unfortunately got the far slash instead. So nothing for that here, but in a pretty good position on here. Gets in with the jumping heavy slash into Dolphin and actually was able to connect the fly. Made it just in time for the next plane.
Swagtron still waiting to get their burst back, but they're gonna put him to a block string, going into a big counter here. Drops, but it resets into a wall break super. That's gonna be a decent chunk of damage, and it's gonna be a guess for game, most likely here.
Yeah, I'll try to go for the safe jump option. Oh, interesting that actually clashed on the Kabari there, but we're trying to find out reach it on there, but the big 2H says hello to the wall here. Going to give Swagtron a chance. Maybe doesn't break the wall. We're trying to mash out like we were doing a little bit earlier here. Goes in for the throwing out the beach ball. Goes into PRC into the air throw. Bring down the round.
Really, really, really good match from Wachito. They're just doing a really good job at anti-airing Swagtron and just stuff like how you mentioned earlier. Like I was surprised too with the clash on the Escobari. Sorry, the H Kabari.
Yeah, it was. I was not expecting, and clearly Wachito was also not expecting either. Didn't see anything else on there afterwards, but we do see a couple things. Swagtron getting wise to the fact like, oh, you like pressing those light buttons. You like trying to get your counter hits back on here, just like that on the afterwards here. So was able to get a couple of combos from the beginning, like we're seeing right now, into the Tommy setup, back into it, put the rope onto May, immediate burst, get that off of me.
Swagtron is trying to get some momentum here after so much damage in that interaction, getting their burst. But now Wachito's in. They're going to get a combo here. Good burst. Not letting that momentum carry through on Wachito. And now they're going to take advantage of the red RC, get a little combo here maybe. And they block it. Red RC combo. It drops.
Okay, we're playing with the Dolphin one more time, just trying to find any button in the Port of a Storm here. Trying to guess it one more time here. Dickinson finally finds it out there, gets the charge in there, goes into does the banana splits out there. One more round into set point.
Alright, Swagtron's gonna take this opportunity to maybe try to get the pressure going, but that really good parry.
Oh, I like that.
Oh.
I like that a lot.
Oh, big counter hit. Gonna lead into a nice little combo. Tatami pressure.
Yeah, I like going in
Escobar
for
to
the
keep it.
I like going in for the reset option on there afterwards. Go ahead, get another throw. Not going to be enough to kill here. Just goes for the OTG on there afterwards here. Hold out H. Kabari. Keep up the pressure one more time in here, but you got to get... Final gets off with the, like, getting away from May of that big anchor.
Wachito working on a little bit of health, but that's going to be a big counter hit. Big damage. Here comes the Orca.
Yeah,
One more guess for Swagtron.
Oh, that's a big Pocky Bar damage right there. Oh, VRC not enough to get away from it. Keeps it safe with the run up, close slash in there, but gets the round back with the jumping back with the jumping slash. Okay, we still are in it.
Gonna go for a throw. Keep the pressure going. Throwing some dolphins to space out the H. And that's going to be hard knockdown. What is Swagtron going to do now?
Oh, Wachito wanted the damage definitely on there. Didn't want like that to get bursted through there. Just try like for the ender there. Go ahead. It goes with the 6P. Beach ball timing in it. Tried to go in for the mash out afterwards, but Swagtron is ready with the overdrive.
Wachito is just going to burst out of that. Does not want to lose their turn here. And closing it off with the OTG. Very good showing from Wachito.
Yeah, good stuff like on there. 1, okay.
This is going to be a very, very fun matchup.
Immediately, like getting thrown. I haven't seen. I'll be honest. Haven't seen a lot of Zato play in a minute. Like I know people have been very down on this character in a recent. Maybe hoping for a Drive 2.0 change around on there. But this character is very fun to like at least go in there, especially when you get the Eddie pressure like we're seeing right now. And bring down that sword one more time. Eddie's coming out to play, catches with the 2S, and we're holding back the Bridget.
Macy almost gets hit by a meaty big combo, but they find it in. And now they're most likely not going to do super, holding on to that meter. Calamarikurusu is still waiting for their Eddie to come back, using the flex shield to keep their spacing. But Mix is doing a really good job at making sure that Eddie stays down.
Here we go. Set up the yo-yo one more time. Cancel out for the low option in here. He's doing the jumping dust as a treat onto it. Go kick, start my heart, and finish it off. You don't even need to get the extra damage beyond breaking the wall. You just got that round for yourself.
Oh, big combo here.
Go ahead, bring it down one more time. Goodbye half of your life bar in here. Get a little bit of positive bonus to regain some of that meter back. Because Macy almost has a little bit for 50%. Been using a lot of it for faultless defense, but goes in for the command grab on here. You got enough for the RC. Unfortunately, was too quick on the trigger and could not get the combo.
Macy's working with a little bit of health here. Some burst. Gonna go for a throw. Start with yo-yo mix-up. Does not want calamarikurusu to get Eddie out, but they're doing a really good job at doing it. Get it in.
Oh, I love some of the options that I'm seeing from Macy too, where like really calling out like where Eddie's going to approach it there, calling it out with the yo-yo as it's going in there. We're back into the wall. Does get the connecting hit on there. Burst is on the table for both players here. Tries to go for the command grab. PRC to keep it safe. Keep up the pressure one more time. RC backs away. Finally gets the burst away from Zato.
Very good tight round for calamarikurusu. Unfortunately had to use their burst to secure the round, but that does mean that it gives them some breathing room to start getting that snowball running. Maybe Macy is gonna lose a little bit on this pressure. Oh, gets the DP called out, has to burst.
Oh yeah, that is unfortunate on there. Throws out the yo-yo though. We're trying to get away from the approaching Zato, flying up into the air. I like that immediately gets a just block on there, but we're already keeping up the approach from Zato from Calamari here. This time the Starship does connect just to get out of the corner.
Macy using that DP does not want to deal with that Zato pressure at all whatsoever and wants to get the ball rolling, which they're doing effectively here. keep mixing up, and they boof it a little bit. It's okay. We keep the pressure on Zato and take the match.
That was a beautiful backdash on there. Just finding out those, like, just those tendencies, just being able to be a jump back. Like, hold on, I'm gonna call it out for a second here. Especially when Six Macy is going all over the place. There's some wild mix-ups happening that put the Six Macy into the corner, but was able to kind of get back and play neutral. So that was wild. That was exciting. That's what I want to see in these ladder matches.
Me too. Both players, like you mentioned earlier, like Zato's is a character that obviously hasn't gotten a lot of representation, but even with their new move, which is something that I hadn't seen often with Calamari using it in the middle of a combo, was really fun to see.
Yeah, it's like I actually forgot all about that on there. This time we're going to block on the burst here. Hold it down. Keep it going up the low. Jumping in for them with the jumping heavy. Oh, and yeah, that's okay. Everyone gets hit by the tap dust from Zato just every so often on here, but it is going to be Six Macy continuing on the other side here. Maybe wants to go back to it. To that, you know, maybe someone's a little bit brighter on that side, and there, yeah, there we go.
Resetting back to neutral. Six Macy has maybe one more opportunity. They're almost got out of that block string there, but calamarikurusu did a really good job at staying on the up end there. And this round, again, pressuring with Eddie, doing a really good job at trying to make Six Macy just guess and block.
Oh, actually, goes ahead, but forces an early burst in there from again on Calamari. Back into it once again. The tappy dust into the Sun Boy. Gonna go ahead, break that wall, get it right to the middle part of your life bar. Six Macy. Maybe part. Oh no, okay. The person's gonna deny the last third of it.
Counter hit here. Gonna close it out with the shark. Nom nom nom. We take those.
Good old Morphus to finish it off there. Just bring up the chomps and take it 2-0 so far. One more match on there, but again, we're seeing a lot of good mix-ups. You are seeing some of the problems that Bridget has sometimes, where she doesn't get a you have to really break down the tree little by little. It's a long going effort here. You kind of keeping the mix in there. Likewise for Zato, just being able to in there, but able to be really convert off those counter hits, especially in the corner with the tap dust.
Absolutely, especially with Bridget's low health, it becomes, like it's tough to do a little bit less damage than other characters, but also not have the health to really like compensate for that. But her mix-up is so strong that it's to some extent is a necessary evil.
Oh, No's getting the second tap dust on top of that here. Last little bit of life bar, not backing away here. Has a significant life lead, so doesn't really have to take too many risks.
Oh! Blocks the YRC, leads to a big combo here.
Oh, and you have the meter to go with it. Send out Roger for a good time. No midlife crisis here. One more time with the low into the yo-yo setup. Set it up back in the corner. One more time with the mix. This time, the second jump dust gets the mark and finishes off. Six Macy turns that around.
Calamari opts to responsibly save their burst in the situation. Wants to keep it for this round. Finally found it in with Eddie. Gets a little combo here, but Six Macy opts to burst out of there.
It is so funny watching like Bridget jump back and forth blocking between Eddie and Zato. It's like, which one do I choose? Oh no! We choose violence. That's what we choose. And here, Eddie coming back out to play into the corner here one more time with the command grab. Nah, 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 nah.
He's gonna help with the pressure into another combo that's going to kill. Close out this round.
Nice little backdash away in here. Enough time to send out the Eddie. Keep it up with it. Goes in for the low yet again into the jumping heavy right in the rim. But we're going to try to go in for the overhead. No dice because of Starship from Six Macy.
Six Six Macy is finally trying to get in. This is their last chance to, you know, get the set going, but calamarikurusu is doing such a good job. But Six Macy is going DP again.
I mean, outside of like a couple of the DP, most of these have been on point. They've been counter hits to get away on it. However, doesn't get the full thing on there. Maybe wasn't going to get a whole combo, just wasted the OTG on there afterwards. Sunboy to keep Eddie on the case, and they're good blocking from Six Macy though, but until you don't anymore, and that is going to be it, unfortunately. Calamarikurusu going to take that 3-0 over Six Macy. In on the game here. I want to see how this goes. You know, like Axl still able to play it in the right hand. Just really strong in there, but not like that though. Misses on the grab early on, have to use the burst. Very expensive way to start the round.
Almost gets a little combo in. Catch waiting for Crimnge to do something. Gonna throw some tornado. Found the opportunity with Mistfinder, but they're still. It's tough with Johnny step dashing against a zoner that can, you know, zone you out like this, especially since Axl doesn't have to charge his attacks anymore.
Yeah,
really
that
makes
is
it tough.
It can be difficult sometimes, but we have the guard crush that is on Johnny's side here. Gets it a little bit on there, but the backdash in there gets call out into throwing out the card one more time on there. Here's what we need from Catch though. We're gonna go ahead, break down the wall, get that positive bonus. Last opportunity for the round anyway. Big counter hit. Oh, got the OTG on there afterwards, and I am eating my words. Catch took that round.
And much like happens with Johnny most of the time, one bad guess, and that's half of your health gone in a millisecond.
A really daunting character to deal with, like at times. Like there, you get anytime you get a character with a lot of guard crushes going on, like when Johnny can do it, when Goldlewis does it, I get a little bit afraid. I no lie on that. Confirm on the 2P, gets another one on here, trying to find that last little hit, but we're blocking until we're not with that with the jump.
Crimnge taking the round with a perfect. Gonna have to burst right off the bat in the start of this round, unfortunately, but this allows them to get their optimal spacing and just zone Catch out. Really good just block there.
Cancels out fast RC into the jumping K on there afterwards here. Get nothing on the Winter Mantis. No real punish though. Just like fortunate for Crimnge here, but we're gonna go ahead. Resident Geki has been doing a lot of the work. Keeps on the same side on there. This Defina. All too far away from the wall.
Gonna 6K to keep the pressure going in there, but Crimnge hits with a JS, trying to mix up with some backdash JS. Does really good there.
Yeah, we saw managed to turn things around after that first round against Catch there with getting a couple of hits with the Mistfinder. We're getting that neutral play in the middle there, but it's really been a lot of Resident Gekis getting Mito thrown. I like the use of the I forget the name of the windmill option on there afterwards. Just like kind of vacuum in Johnny a little bit, kind of keep Catch on the toes, and also getting a couple hits in there to continue the pressure.
Yeah, this is a matchup that definitely can go either way, but I'm neither an Axl or a Johnny player, so I don't know how tough this could be, but just having to commit to a step dash that can be punished with like a 2P or a 2H, and in Axl's case can probably be tough. And the way that Crimnge is playing at making sure that Catch stays out of their face, but not in this situation.
Yeah. One thing that's like going really well in the favor of Catch though is calling out with a lot of Mistfinders. Crimnge just wanting to jump around a lot. Did get the throw into the RC. We're gonna go ahead and get that full combo in the corner. One more Axl bomber for the road. But has been calling out with like a lot of the Mistfinders early on, but hasn't been able to get anything else afterwards here. This is allowed Crimnge to go ahead with the follow-up. One vision from the Axl bomber. One more time. Bring the Johnny back to you into the tornado setup. Oh, that was sick.
That was really cool.
Okay, going to go right back into it. Tries to go for the jumping P on there. Gets a little bit of a hit into the Rezageki. Throw it out there, trying to approach on here, but nothing for catch.
Crimnge is trying to sort of play a little bit of poke. Maybe trying to not commit to something like Renson that potentially catch could, you know, hit with a misfiner and get a big punish, but it won't matter too much in this situation. What's his name? Into hard knockdown.
Finding the name on the check and getting like significant damage for the investment on here, but we're going to go in. Gets in there one more time low. Doesn't do anything. I'm like was just trying to wait something out, and the burst on there is like, no, I'm going to try to get it back on here. Unfortunate on here. That goes CatchTXN is going to take that round. A lot of resources in play too.
Absolutely. Both players ended up using their burst, but in the end, Catch wanted to make sure to take that round. Crimnge still doing a really good job at playing around Catch's space.
Light on the tornado on there, trying to like get into a setup, trying to stop the approach a little bit here. We're going to get it called out the jump from the misfiner low on there afterwards here. One more time with the guard crush on here, keep it to the mid distance and gets it this time, but nothing else afterwards. No combo.
Big punish here on the YRC. Gonna lead into another super. Not gonna quite kill it yet.
Not yet, but getting to a good throw. Oh, get the throw into the corner here. Hold it down with the charge on there. Like to use the PRC just to get away from the tornado because like you could have had to be forced to block on there afterwards. Instant air dash, bring it down on the Axl Low. Tie up the rounds. Time up the matches.
Yeah, Catch is doing a better job at getting in on Crimnge. They're noticing the little gaps in Axl's zoning, and yeah, they're both playing really well.
Love to see it here, especially in the latter portion of the match here. Going back and forth, we're keeping on the Axl, no surprises. Just going to go right back into the video game.
Man, Duel 1. Let's rock.
Right back into an immediate 5K. Get the denial a little bit too far away, and Catch is not following up here. Catch gets the following on the misfiner, and another one into it, forces the burst away from Crimnge.
By doing the same call out of IE4JH, but unfortunately the spacing was not in Catch's favor, and Crimnge was able to just get their turn back.
Neutral jump, still stuck in the corner, trying to get away from the guard crush. A little bit of a trade in the favor of Catch. Big counter from the follow-up here. And oh, we are playing, that was sick. Going to go ahead, play the bouncing bag game on there, sign the name on the world record with put the initials into the high scoreboard. There we go.
Back throw from Crimnge says, I am not dealing with any of that Johnny pressure on wall break.
All ties it up too. Both players with plenty of meter. BRC for BRC. We meet you halfway with the handshake.
Oh, good 6K.
Yeah.
Oh, punishes the burst.
Yeah, okay. Catch goes in front. I always forget how far 6K will go on you. It's just like it meets you downtown. I think we just saw it again on there afterwards. Enough time to go heal the cards one more time. Cancels out into the low, tries to get it out, then gets snuffed out with a simple sickle.
Pax said, enough of that. I'm jump scaring you with my 6K every time, and it worked out. They get another hard knockdown, get some positive bonus. Crimnge is going to have to either spend the meter to stop this pressure, or just going to get counter hit instead!
So go ahead, what's my name, bring it down on there. Keep it going, okay. Cancels out after the 2K. Immediate time in there. Goods in with the jumping heavy slash on there, trying to approach on there. Gets hit with the PRC.
Man, Catch is just on top of these bursts, just calling them out every time.
I like there was especially in the last couple of matches, we're trying to change it up here, trying to like figure out like where can we burst. It's not been working though, unfortunately. So Catch is going to be in the lead, holding down there. A lot of that kind of keeping the range with the neutral, holding down with Misfiner, and going from there, doing a lot of work there.
Crimnge just gonna have to start considering their burst game a little bit better. I understand they're trying to.
Oh no!
Sadly, this wasn't it, and Catch is just gonna mix up with the throw.
Burst economy is in turmoil right now. We're gonna go in. Doesn't get anything else on it, but the throw game is on top right there. Gets another one on there, but right back at you. I saw what you did there. One point for myself.
Little card super here. Gonna need to another card knockdown. Crimnge has.
Oh no! Looked like maybe thought it was like a little step approach on there. Unfortunately, was not to be. Catch is on set point. Switch up to 2Ps. A lot of them trying to call out earlier. We're getting counter hits, but we're not getting anything else afterwards here. Try to go in and far with the 6H. Gets bursted out of there back into mid screen.
Try to find an in with IAD, but again, Crimnge knows spacing, but they're finding in with the Misfiner as per usual.
Misfiner into it. Not think that was going to pick up from there on follow-up on there afterwards. I thought I already hit the ground. Unfortunately, Catch did know on that. Going to go ahead and Misfiner into the guard crush on there afterwards here. Hold it down one more time. Doesn't get anything. Big risk on Crimnge's side.
One more hit for Catch, and this round is over. And there it is.
Still in the game, still alive, keeping things going. Time the gold burst correctly on there to go ahead, get a little bit of extra meter on there from the Misfiner. So get the side switch into the one vision.
Crimnge hopefully is going to get some momentum here, but that's going to be a pretty nasty counter hit. Not a lot of damage, but enough to start turning the tides in Catch's favor with that positive bonus.
Now Resengeki using the bomb on there. Catches on there with a 6K. Going to get the follow-up, but no OTG afterwards. One more touch. Check, you're in. Rats, we're in a 2-2 scenario now.
We are in a 2-2.
Yeah, Yingwen, I was the same way out there. I thought the Johnny Beard was a bond. Like, someone drew that in. Someone drew that in with a permanent marker.
Johnny Beard is low-key cursed. I don't know.
Sometimes you just, you have a nice little weekend, like a long weekend, and you don't want to shave, and it just catches up to you. I get it.
He's got a big ship to take care of. It's taxing. It's a lot of stress.
Oh, the Misfiner. We're going to deal some cards. Playing a little bit of solitaire.
Oh! I assumed that was an attempt possibly at a 6P, but might have been really deep. And just going to keep mixing up with throws. Not this time. Back throw.
Familiar situation in their throw into another throw. This time Resengeki on there just gets to the other side. I was going to say Catch put themselves into the corner. Got out of it a little bit here, but we're just going to go run up, throw, get the set point. Things are turning around.
One more chance for Catch to take the set, but Crimnge is doing a good job at stopping them their pace here. They're going to have to find either a really good Misfiner, space it out properly, but these 5Ps, 2Ps are just saying, nuh-uh.
Oh, the long distance calling that 6K can give you on there, but the counter hit, we're going to go right into the setup into Winter Mantis. You're going to go into the one vision, set up, freeze that time for a little bit, do whatever you want on there. Break that wall, nearer to the end.
Okay, no burst, no meter, and Crimnge takes it.
Oh, with the turnaround at the end, it was looking very.
Lord, a local hero for the Rican scene.
Okay.
Soul aficionado. This should be fun to watch.
Love to see it on here. Immediately, we're getting called early on with the 2K2D, the tried and true. But now, Dark Lord does get the clip on there. We're going to hold it down, get the throw, keep up that pressure.
Big counter hit here. RC combo, but Calico bursts out. Does not want to let Dark Lord get any of that positive bonus potential.
We're keeping the distance. Now, we do not want the Soul Badguy to approach in any capacity here. Holding it down one more time with the 2H. Goes in 6H, cancels out into the Axl Bomber. Wise move, but forces the burst away. Gunplay does connect on there. Tried and true. Can be able to continue up.
Dark Lord is trying to play a little bit patient there. Maybe too patient with their pressure, especially with meter. But it is understandable to some extent. Don't want to risk Axl resetting you and forcing you into their win condition.
It was almost rhythmic. It was like a door, like knocking on a door a little bit here. Did get that call out with the anti-air, but is Dark Lord 04 just like that, turning things around, going to go into the lead. The Tyrant Rave's going to go ahead one more time.
Oh, the backdash gets called out. Gonna use the meter to finish off this combo, but Calico is gonna choose to burst and going to turn the tides on one vision here.
Yeah, try to get a little bit more on there. Like we go in with the Banded Revolver. Gonna go ahead, but yeah, there we go. Bring down, take that round.
Dark Lord's still working around with their burst. Enough to make some mistakes here and there. But now finally get the pressure going. Catches the backdash for a nice little combo here. Have meter enough for super. Lets it go. Tyrant Rave.
Oh, that's a lot of red. That's a lot of red on Calico's side. Just going to go right back into it. Tried and true. Familiar situation. Cancel out the RC. Forces YRC to get off. And actually gets a little bit of a hit and catches like on the a little bit of the approach from Dark Lord.
Good attempt from Dark Lord to try to get a JS there, but unfortunately it was blocked. Calico, oh, no follow-up for the combo?
Yeah, was too far away unfortunately here, but able to hold it down there. Tried to go in for the Bandit Bringer one more time and just get called out. Calico with the anti-air to take match number 1.
Really, really good back and forth from these players. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Dark Lord starts adapting to Calico's pressure, and see how Calico also adapts to Dark Lord's offense at the same time. Now that both players have gotten a little bit of a taste of what each other can do.
Yeah, we've got it a little bit. Oh, catches with the 2S early on in there from Calico. But yeah, both have had a chance to really demonstrate, play a little slam dunk contest a little bit here. But it's going to be Bandit Bringer into the corner. OTG damage here. Just goes in for a throw as a treat.
Calls out with a snail. Gonna get a nice little combo here. Not enough to wall break, but enough to start maybe trying to get some reset here, but Dark Lord is going to turn it around, and Calico decides to burst.
Oh, but Calico is reading minds right now, immediately going for the anti-air against the follow-up on top of that, going to take another round on their favor. Oh yeah, that's a punish on the 6H.
That's a trade on the 2S, and oh, there's the punish there. Oh, it drops. Unfortunately, gets a throw. Maybe here to reset the pressure.
There we go with the timer rave one more time. And that was enough! Oh, okay!
Ooh,
You know,
so bad guy.
just soul bad guy thing. You know, Axl, a little on the low health side anyway, but I was expecting a little guts to kick in. Like, there was no guts to spare.
Absolutely not. That was just, you think it would have been fine, but nope, you got hit with a nuke.
This is just like the health insurance. You think you're fine? Nope.
Oh!
Then jumping. Okay, doesn't get anything else after that, but okay, we're going to go with the rainwater, a little bit OTG damage.
Yeah, Calico tried calling out a burst there earlier, so they dropped the combo, but Darkload up-sees it now. Calico still is on the offensive here, doing a really good job at just making sure that Darklord does not get in any way. And unfortunately, Darklord isn't finding ways to really get in on Calico, and Calico takes it.
I do like Calico going for some of the tried and true options that Axl has in there, going to just get the knockdown, jump in, check out for the 2K, 2D, see what the next skill, like the guess is on there. Really playing it relatively safe until they need to. A lot of good call-outs with 2S too against Dark Lord.
Absolutely.
But not out of it yet. We've seen Dark Lord put in some work in those rounds here. It could change all the way through. We could see reverse 3-0 happen.
Off to a really good start from Dark Lord. Getting a few good hits in there. Allows them to put the pressure in the corner. Calico's trying to get out, but Dark Lord is just throwing them and just gonna do a lot of damage here. With a kill! Oh.
Yep, and you had you had everything on your plate, just like that. The reverse 3-0, like never out of it when you're Soul Bad Guy.
Really good burst. Oh, but that 5K is gonna stop it right there, but they get a little pickup here. Combo.
I like what I'm seeing from Dark Lord. Going to go ahead, finish it out with the timer rave. Last little third from Calico on there. We're going in and we catch on the backdash Walmart time, and just like that, we turn a 0 to a 1.
That went off in a flash.
So Bad Guy can happen to any of us. You could be like you could be watching a stream on the internet and you're just typing in the chat and boom, Soul Bad Guy. Right
Soul
there.
Bad Guy.
It can happen to you, the viewer watching this at home on Twitch or YouTube later on Paragon FGC VODs. It could happen to you.
That was terrifying. That was a jump scare.
Yeah, it truly is. It truly is. First part of Bandit on there, going to go ahead one more time. And the Gunflame, nice use of the JS from Calico on there just to snipe out on the Gunflame, but we're right back in a similar situation, forced to use that burst.
Good 6P. Gonna get a nice little pickup here into a wall break. A lot of damage, but nothing new so far for this matchup.
Checks it out with like close slash on there one more time. Oh, the RC gets a little bit of a hit, a little bit of love tapped on there. Gets the knife.
Back throw.
Okay, turn it around. Oh, but answers correctly. Gets the reversible against the wild throw. As shenanigans from Dark Lord here, going to put Calico in a more familiar territory to keep up their advantage.
The patience. Dark Lord did such a good job there, just waiting for Calico to slip up. Hopefully this gives them the pace and momentum that they need, but like previously, Calico's just doing a really good job at playing the keep away.
Similar territory here with Resident Geki for days and days on end. But now you're stuck in the corner against Soul Bad Guy. Dark Lord has been investing in these opportunities time and time again. The Volcanic Fiber forcing the burst away from Calico.
Big counter hit. Gonna lead into a nice little combo here. Will this kill?
Oh, I think it's definitely going to kill at this point. You're go ahead, play a little baseball. We're 2-2 now.
What a comeback.
Yeah, like definitely just being able to really call out, especially like we're seeing a lot more like away from like the standard motion, the tempo that Calico's been going for on there, when they're like able to like even to get up close, or we're at least getting a trade on there, we'll be able to get back into position where be able to study what Calico is wanting to do, go at it with approach. There was even a couple opportunities where it felt like Dark Lord had very little to do to get into the corner, was already there to begin their tirade against Calico. And again, here we go, left side corner one more time.
Keep pressuring with some throw OTG, quick rise, but oh, get a nice little call out here. No burst, big damage.
Clean jump over the 2H from Axl in there to go ahead and put the magic to work in their set point.
One more opportunity for Calico to get their turn back and potentially take this set.
For Dark Lord 04 now. Mana Bringer actually being able to approach away from the snail on there. Okay, Calico, will they get to knock down a little bit of extra damage, enough time to get the OTG on there afterwards. Rezengeki.
Dark Lord is looking a little bit low on health here, but they're playing patient, running low a little bit on tension. They used it for the FD. They're going to get a pickup here, tried getting some burst. And unfortunately, Calico did not bite.
Oh, Calico is like, oh, the burst machine's closed, like for the night. You can't get this yet.
It's my burst.
Like when McDonald's shake up, they never can get it when you want it. Oh, okay, yeah, had to use the PRC to keep that safe on there, on the mistake on here, but we're getting the approach. The air dash in there, denied. There's the burst.
Oh, really good call out on the throw, but Dark Lord is just going to get a burst into a combo here. Big damage.
Got one more chance on here. Calico's been playing the keep away game for the most part here. Not going to get a chance just yet. The double jump into the PRC, going to give an opportunity for 5P. Doesn't miss the final hit though.
Oh, good backdash.
Oh! Calico tried to go in for the 2K, tried to be sneaky with it, but you know what? Just on the Axl versus kill switch on the Baiken. Baiken returns to the screen too. Oh, the Tatami Gaijin, we took the Axl for walkies into the park and reapplied it, make sure they cannot get away.
Off to really, really good soft from kill switch. They get a burst and got some really good damage in, but it's Kwan's time to get their turn at the game.
Oh, like the jump over in there, doesn't have to worry about like any of the fall back on there, or approaching over the tornado. Don't care about that F5 on there afterwards here. RC holding back into the cup. H.
That's going to be a nice little combo here. Guts thankfully saves Kwan. YRC to get out of that, and AJS to take the round.
Yeah, if they were just a little bit closer to the corner, that would have killed on there afterwards here. But you know, got it in the end too. Holding down, nothing after the H Kabari here, which is to keep up the pressure. You know, going for it one more time with the confirm into the BRC. We are mixing right now.
Kwan using the tornado just to probably stop kill switch from approaching and throwing any tatamis that could make it difficult to keep away. But kill switch is just gonna get the combo here to close things out.
I love the conversion from kill switch on there too. Using the from the far slash on there, was able to get a full conversion just to really tie that down. Very quick round for kill switch. Hopping back on, no surprises.
Duel 1.
Right back at it. Number 2. Immediately trying to jump in there. Gets denied with the 5P from Kwan.
Kwan does not want to repeat same offense as last time. Trying to keep the pressure going on killswitch, make sure that they don't get to play. Oh!
Yeah, right through the tornado on there. Kabari into that 2H. Going to continue on it. Gets the approach on there with the close slash. One more time for the road here. Just go ahead, fire the big elephant gun. Blam, blam, blam.
Duel 2.
A little bit of a rough start for Kwan, but now, hopefully, after this little combo, they get to, you know, keep their pressure going within a few 5Ps there, as it happens with a with a character of Baiken stature.
Like the 2S to keep back into it, like keep up the pressure. RC from the throw. I think Guns kicks in either with Axl Bomber in place, but doesn't need much else to get the perfect afterwards.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Killswitch almost getting their burst back, trying to find an in, but Kwan is playing around their air momentum and just, you know, using their usual zoning tools to try to keep away, but Killswitch is in using Escabari to use their usual Baiken pressure sequences. Gets a little combo here, drops.
Oh, Yozansen. We're going to go ahead and get the follow-up in here. Doesn't have the meter to which with the follow-up here, but you're just closing in on the round to potentially take it over. The jumping heavy slash. You're going to go ahead and get the conversion into the Resident Geki. Get back in there. Nice backdash away for the Winter Mantis, though.
Oh, he catches the PRC.
Yeah, just barely. I saw it come out on there. We're going to catch the backdash from Baiken with the snail. Go ahead and throw it on there. You still get hit with the fireworks. No scratching dead here.
Use the meter to make H. Kabari safe and mixed up with Yozansen. Very, very, very good.
I love Killswitch's win quote, where it's like, it's because I'm mashing on there. the number of times where I'm like, it's like where I'm definitely mashing on. It's like, oh, good patience on there, and I'm just like, don't tell them you were mashing the heavy slash the entire time. Do not say that to them. Regardless, though, game 3. This is a 2-0 Killswitch right now, correct?
I think so.
Or the
No, I think so, yes.
Gonna go ahead. Oh, it just 6-8. You're going to keep it plus with the snail on there because it connected. But we get out of the corner. Going to go ahead with the 6H into the Escabari. Send it up the rope. Double rope time.
Man, when you are in the Baiken blender, it is tough to get out. And Killswitch is one tough blender. Oh, they got caught!
The Resin Geki one more time. That did not connect all the way through here, but we're going to go with the Yozansen into yet another Yozansen. Okay!
Oh man, the usual. If it doesn't work the first time, do it the second time. It'll probably work.
You better say yo to my boy Johnson on here. You better.
Nice little pickup there. More mix. Oh, that is a hit, leading to another wall break.
Oh, go in with the jumping P early. Why does he get off and back into neutral? I was about to get back into neutral. No, we did not. We just get right back into the conflict and take that to the third match on there. Killswitch, stay true to the kill part of the name.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, starting off to a good little burst here. A little bit of technical difficulties for Risky. Hopefully they're able to come back soon, but I will hold down the fort in the meantime. Astral putting the pressure, generating some meter there, catching it with Fujin overhead, not stopping, and hello, welcome back, Risky.
The technical difficulties in here, but not. In that meantime, I see a lot of that life bar, all of that life bar is gone on fourhops side. Astral taking that first round.
All good.
The Fusion tried to go in for the overhead, but getting a nice little hit from fourhops. Was able to turn things around, play a little bit of leapfrog in there, but we're going to go ahead with the simple turret. Catches all the backdash and going to get the follow-up with the overdrive. Nice!
Hard knockdown. Big health lead right now. Tried calling something out, but fourhops gets a big combo here into kill potential.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Up for round as we go on. A big counter hit. Try to go into the extension on there afterwards. Cancels out just to see what Astral will do.
Astral putting in the pressure. Got their meter going. Resets with the bird. Oh, calls out the shimmy.
Oh, the first. Yeah, but going to go in and had enough time on there. Go to follow with the jump, the 2D, and just goes right into the overdrive. Are you pressing buttons? No, you're blocking that. Just get the throw because that's all you need to get that one on your side.
Really, really good call out there from Astral. Fourhops was also getting some good momentum there on that round. I know that we had some technical difficulty. You came back on the first round that Astral took, but both players are doing a really good job at getting at each other back and forth.
Still got plenty of matches to go through here. Plenty of opportunity for fourhops to get back on here. Nice instant defense on there. Going to go use the burst immediately. Trying to get away from the spins from Anji.
Oh, the back throw at Astral's pressure attempt. Oh, but we get the guard point going on the spin.
Okay, Fujin overhead. Gonna call it out one more time. Just to go for low. We're keeping you guessing on here. We're gonna go ahead and get that corner full on into the overdrive. That should be very close in there. You one more, and you have at least fourhops with the. I was about to say with a little bit of meter to work with, but you know, Fujin says no to that.
Astral still working with their burst, but that was a really good call from fourhops. Doesn't quite get the combo continuation for a potential wall break, but at least they get the corner and they get to continue their pressure on Astral. Resetting with these throws.
Oh, I like it. Like on there, this time Astral finding a way to just get on there. He tries to go, gets away from the wild assault, and their fourhops not stopping for any measure of that. We'll go in with the positive bonus. BRC to keep blocking on here. Okay. Gonna get the overdrive just to finish it off in there.
Really good throw call out on the spin. Enables them to start getting their pressure going. Astral forced to burst, continuing the pressure a little bit here with their Fujins. Finding an in, possibly. Oh!
A little bit more of a touch on there afterwards here. Gets the flex shield on there. Immediate into the follow-up on here. We're going to mash it out into the RC. Doesn't not going to even have a chance to use that meter here because fourhops is going to tie the match up.
Yeah, fourhops did a really good job there at mashing at the Kara Fujin follow-up. That's a very specific call-out too. But really good job at taking this match.
But no changes. We're going right back into it now in that first two territory.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Immediate use of the overhead from Fujin. Going to try to get another spin, but get called out for 4-hops. Okay.
Caught the backdash there with drill. Oh, I think that might have been an attempt at a tick grab, but Astral called it out first. Now the tides are switched. Oh!
And getting on ahead with the... Oh, we got Lord Knight rating with a party of 230. Shout out to Lord Knight on there. Shout out to everyone joining us on the stream. Hope you're having a good time as we go on into the latter portion of this Biggest Drive bracket.
Thank you. Unfortunately, Astral dropped that Fusion overhead, but it does not matter. That 6P will lead into a really nice combo for them.
Okay, big chunk of damage. You don't even need that middle of the life bar. You don't need any of that here. Fujin tries to go for the low. Gets grabbed out of it here. 4-hops with the corner. Not for very long, though. Nice tackle
Really good throw tech.
Astral waited for the Sepultura to come out. Just goes ahead, gets the parry into the follow-up on there. Going to take the lead yet again.
Really, really good parry call out there. That, man. Again, both of these players are doing a really good job at just going back and forth. It doesn't feel like one person is taking a lead over the other. Obviously, now it is, but in terms of rounds, it's going pretty even from 4-hops and Astral.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of leapfrogging on the score on there early on. We're doing a big counter hit, forcing the burst away from 4-hops in here. Going to go right back into it, hold it down. We're going in for the full charge dust. Hold the mayonnaise on top of that, just bring it down.
That charge dust is something that does not happen quite often, that honestly, I can't blame someone for getting hit with that.
You get at least one of them if you choose to spin it on there, but Astral not shaken at all here. Trying to tie it up, going to go into the RC here, going to finish the job here with the help of the umbrella. Yes, we are.
Both players working with their burst here. Gonna get that called out for the spin. Tried getting another charge dust there. That was really cheeky from 4-hops, but Astral did not fall for it this time.
Al actually catches on there with the dash and 5P. Nice little tech on there, but it's getting the RC after Sepultura coming out to play here. Doug's going to spin the meter on it, going to keep it for that one final guaranteed hit on there potentially afterwards.
This will definitely close out the round.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Gets guard point early on in here. Another little time setup. We're already back in the corner, holding it down.
One more chance from Astral to potentially close this set out. Oh, the backdash!
Yeah, beautiful backdash on it. Like it was felt like it was right time for a throw on there afterwards into the tick throw. Astral's own this time. Throwing out the butterfly, getting it down one more time with the overhead after Fujin on it, and that is going to be 3-1 for Astral.
Very, very good showing.
Anji.
Yeah, that's one of the like you were saying. What do you think about this, Rats?
Well, this can either be really good for Elphelt or super cursed for Elphelt.
That's utterly true. Maybe he's doing a pretty good job of going through a lot of the squares, all the cubes coming out into play here, getting the lockdown in there, putting on the explosive belt on the Madison as we break the wall. Oh.
Good YRC from Madison. Get some resources back. Not quite out. Get a nice little conversion here. Still throwing up projectiles. Meter coming on the way and closes out the round.
Just like that on there. Getting it thrown from the follow up there. Madison from my neck of the woods actually on there. Madison did a really good job at F2 Con earlier this year. Plays an insane Asuka that I had to face in bracket on there, so completely understand on top of that here. But it's going to be Mimi with the corner, going to get the follow up, set up that Pineberry one more time on there. Gets a little bit of a counter as we get the first down. Good escape from Madison.
Like you said, good escape, and now, like as per usual, Asuka's gonna start getting their game plan going. We might see a bit of a card super here on neutral. Absolutely. Get some nasty wall of cards, throwing out a projectile super to keep the momentum going.
Oh, we're checking out big time cube coming out to play in there. Oh, but you get hit with the red cubes on the other side just because of the odd trajectory you get yourself put into, and Madison steals that round.
Yeah, this like I said, I think it's, you know, I completely believe you that Madison probably is a threatening player, but Asuka in general, I think the people that kind of like eat sleep this character, like they're just a breed onto themselves, and I think that like you have to kind of like know what you're doing against this character, and I think Mimi's doing a decent job.
To get anything further on that, we're going to go RC, going to keep it, we're going to push Madison into the corner, but we're going to go ahead and knock down with the wave.
Resetting back to neutral, kind of, technically not really, because we're just throwing out more projectiles as the Wizards do. Mimi is going to have to guess for their life, most likely in this situation with the card super.
Check it out one more time, and we go ahead and get that throw on there afterwards here. Okay, gonna hold it down. One more cube coming out. Close range in here. Friday Night Magic. Check the sideboard.
Madison's just doing a really good job at making sure that Mimi does not get out of the corner, but hopefully Mimi finds an in. YRC keeping it back.
Okay, jumping dust into the Pineberry, going to hold it down too far away for this XP, going to give Mimi a chance to get over, try to turn the things around one more time. Flex shield going to get far away, but you know, here comes the cubes all the way, taking that round for Madison.
Oh, get the back throw. Hopefully get some cards in. Throwing out more projectiles. I see that slow staff.
They tried to go for the 6H on there afterwards. Oh, just runs under them, brings down the full rifle. One more time, put it on their bomb chamber.
Time to guess. That bomb S is dangerous, and we guessed incorrectly, unfortunately.
1-2-1 on there. A lot of close calls in there that Mimi was able to take advantage of against Madison, but Madison has been picking at those that momentum on there. Mimi, Mimi's been able to get through a lot of like the far range spells on there. It's like it doesn't matter if like what cubes, what gravity is being thrown in there. Mimi is like not really afraid of that. It's really when Madison can get up close and personal that it's become a problem on here. But we'll see what happens here as we're gonna go back and forth.
Yeah, Mimi's doing a really good job at using Bridal Express to get in with certain projectiles and using shot as well to try to like counter zone. But like you said, Madison is doing a really good job of just locking Mimi down, and they're doing a good job of it again here.
Hold it down with the overdrive on their middle part of the life bar, completely gone. Time for more cubes. And spears too. We want to have. Oh wait! I did not expect that to actually drop. I thought that was going to totally kill. With that not the follow up.
Wow, 6P round start. Really specific call out there. Oh, but the Bridal Express.
Yeah, I love how Mimi's been able to use that move so far. We're going to choose our sideboard, more red cubes, bring the Icy Slushy on there, turns it around on there, gets one on the other side. Oh no! The last part of the cube, the big cube, hit Mimi after the burst on there. Madison was able to take that in quick fashion.
Yeah, that was tough. Again, like Asuka's a character that much like any other card game, you get the right spread that you need for your win condition, and it's go time, and it's really tough to deal with the amount of projectiles and mix up that character can enact.
It goes to, like, you know, not only the Magic, goes to the Digimon card game, One Piece, TGT, even plays the new Riftbound on there, Union Avenue, has all of it in the play here, but right now showcasing all of that work here. We got the Gravity Well on there, getting forced to burst out of the way, but we're going to go in with the big overdrive.
Madison says no to that approach. I'm going to burst you out. I want to set up my cards, my projectiles. And they're going to do just that with the super right here. Set up 2 walls.
Oh, we got caught the dropping the beat on top of that there. Projectiles with the cube. Follow up on there one more time. Madison is on set point. Oh, we actually get the caught on the drop one more time here. Holding it down, just going to go in for the tick cube, actually, afterwards.
Working with a lot of projectiles here. One more chance for Mimi to maybe get an opportunity in. Oh, accidentally canceled their super.
Oh, got the wall bounce on top of that and had everything up in there, even set up the gravity just in case they needed to set up that pressure afterwards. But, you know, just go ahead, the big explosion.
Duel 1.
Right off the bat, some Misfiner. Throwing out some cards. Gold Burst from SirPinky. Keeping the pressure going. Really good job from blocking there. Tyrant Brave, super hard knockdown. Explosive first round right off the bat from both of these players. SirPinky working with 2 bars of meter. Gonna take that as an opportunity. Another Tyrant Rave. Not enough to kill thanks to that Guts, but one more chance for Roland to get in, and quite doesn't get out of there.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
6P gets called out with a throw. Roland playing a little bit patient with the Misfiners, getting a good spacing. The 6K whiffs. SirPinky forces the burst there, but now they find an in out of hunger meter, but Roland is gonna get a big counter hit here. Gets the punish on the DP. No conversion quite yet. Hard super, hard knockdown, positive bonus. SirPinky might try to guess. for a specific call out. The Mistfinder hits, no card. Unfortunate. Good air throw tech, and Roland takes the round.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Players trying to slowly approach at each other, using Mistfinder to keep a distance, but SirPinky finds a win with that dash cancel. Just gonna keep going. No super. Still has some meter. Have to be a little bit considerate of the lack of hunger. It fucks the first. Gets a good punish here. Oh!
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Big close slash counter hit right off the bat, but SirPinky is going to burst. Not before getting counter hit Mistfinered. Getting the pressure going again. Having to end it there as their lack of stamina is going out, but that gives Roman Furioso an opportunity to get in. Ooh. What a conversion. Hard knockdown, positive bonus, gets a really good close slash combo there before getting bursted by Roland. Playing a little bit of the air game there. Didn't commit to the hard toss. This is going to lead to another big combo by SirPinky, closing out the round.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Another little conversion here from SirPinky. Resetting back to neutral. Positive bonus coming on the way. Catches the dash. Gonna use the meter to get the combo. Roland hopefully he's gonna burst here exactly. Tries to catch the back dash, but this is going to close out this match by SirPinky. This hasn't killed SirPinky or Roland's momentum, that they're both pumped up and can still keep going. SirPinky finding it in. But gets reversed by Roland. Forced the burst out of that situation. Gets their DP caught by the card toss. And goes into a... what's his name? Playing a little bit patiently. Catches a button there and closes out the round.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Playing a little bit of cheeky footsies, but gets a guard crush there. Elphelt to get in. Plus frame 6k, but gets called out with the jump on the throw. Nice dash cancel, but gets a big punish here. Card toss. Overhead. Time for another big super. Shouldn't do too much damage with the guts, but it gives Roland a momentum here with positive bonus. Caught with the overhead, forces a burst. One more guess. There's the Hawk Baker. No wall break, but unfortunately gets caught by the 2S. Roland takes a match here. Catching up a little bit, we got it on 2-1. Hopefully this gives Roland the momentum to maybe even the odds. But still, SirPinky is on the lead.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Throwing some force slashes. Ooh, big counter hit there. Burst from Roland. Counter hit from Roland. Catches the DP. Oh, big counter hit here. No meter for super, but decent chunk of damage. And getting the positive bonus necessary. But Roland catches an air attempt. Goes for super here. The pressure going. Ride the lightning to catch that misfiner. Oh, there's the Huckbaker. Super reversal to turn it around. And welcome back, Risky.
Oh, you know what? Signing the name with the J at the very end, like that's just Johnny wanted to say hello to me. That's what's happening. So, sorry about the delay there, everyone. Tennessee internet sucks. Regardless of the fact, on here, we're going in. Go in for the follow-up. Yeah, okay, yeah, after the outcome, just gonna go in, throw one more time with the RC. Get off of me.
Playing a little bit of classic nooch here, trying to wait for Roland to make a choice, but he does. Trying to get his momentum going. Back throw, doesn't want to cause a burst.
Misfiner in the downward position on there one more time, holding up. Oh, you get caught with the far hit on the. Okay. You know what's like a sin with the pole says no on there. It's gonna go get right back at you.
Drop the combo, unfortunately. Gives SirPinky the opportunity to get in, get a nice little combo here. Enough meter. Gets a little bite to eat in the middle of that.
I like that too. Your stamina was getting a little bit low. You get the instant air dash. You got that OTG. You know me. Get it down on the ground. Take that round for yourself.
We are on set point. SirPinky's favor.
I like the vault in there. Immediate use, like just like the common knowledge on there, just to get away from the throw on there after. But here comes we're dealing the cards in here, playing the Kenny Rogers gambling game.
Oh, calls it out with a far slash. Goes into a little combo. Ride the lightning to potentially get a wall break here.
Oh, and catches on the backdash with the close slash on there. Going to be a beautiful opportunity to show the RTL one more time. Show it for the encore on there. You're going to get the go-ahead burst down the wall. Take that. That's 3-1.
Really, really good showing for SirPinky here. Even with all the
Duel 1. Let's rock.
round start already, we're going with a 6P. A little bit of a combo, but Calamari bursting out appropriately to get out of that. What could have been a really favorable combo for Astral.
Like our use of the 6H on there to get a little bit of corner carry on that. We do get the hit out of there to get back into neutral. Cancels out. Invites the hell inside and sends out Eddie to go in for the counter. And that's some of the stuff I expect to see from Astral in there. Like, you see Eddie come out, immediate use of the parry to go on, take advantage of the turn and right back at it, holding down the blocking for Astral. Calamari.
Astral doing a really good job to keep the pressure with Fujin, delaying it slightly to catch Calamari and closing it out.
So we're going to go ahead, immediate counter hit on there, forcing the burst away from Astral. This time going to avoid it. Uses on the Big as the Fish with the guard crush on there, but we're going to go with the low for the counter hit combo.
Use the hop to get enough meter for fan super, leading to a hard knockout. Half health. Nice throw touch.
A little bit of a positive to get away. Does get hit with the tail end of the invite hell on there afterwards, but we're going to go in one more time, hold it down with a spin to get away from that, and we're just trying to reach out and just get a contact with each other.
Really good burst bait there from Astral, closing out this match.
And Astral is playing like someone who is keenly aware of what to deal with when you have like Zato and Eddie on the screen, trying to deal with a lot of that, a lot of the things that can follow through on there. So really good early call-outs in there from being able to just to watch the approach. It's really easy to get hit, and we saw it a couple times even though, where like you get hit with the invite hell on there, just a tail end of it. It's so easy to just get that and like stop your momentum. And Astral was very cognizant of that. I like to see that.
Yeah, I like that. Compared to the match that we saw with Giovanna, she's being a little bit more conservative with her spins against Zato, and just using it when Zato's sending out Eddie, for example, which is a little bit more committal, or even before when they just use spin but not committing to doing fish or anything, just waiting to see what happened, test the waters.
Yeah, you got a little bit more time than most characters to really figure out what you want to do, or if nothing at all on that. Like we saw Astral be able to get away with that a couple of times just because of the distance on here. Round start going to be critical though, as Astral would be able to continue this. From a long range, that hurt box was extended.
And now Calamari is extending themselves to that 6H for a little combo, but Astra's is going to guard point twice. Does not want to deal with that pressure at all.
YRC wants to deny. Oh, try to go in for the parry on there. This goes for the back throw in there. Gets pushed away, but Eddie's out there to play. Eddie wants hugs. Zato wants hugs. Wants to check with the 2S and keep Astral into the corner. Just goes in with the throw one more time.
Calamari is not letting in. That throw was crucial in making sure that Astral's momentum dies and stays in the water, while Calamari just gets to really go ham, taking the round.
Oh, yeah, Astral wanted to get out of there, used the YRC. Calamari, again, patient, understanding some of the situation that against Astral, was ready to block that on there. But we're back in it. Get the hole in the back throw. No throw for Anji. Just going to have to deal with this corner and maybe break the wall with the Amorphous.
Calamari is going to get a lot of value out of this positive bonus here. It's not going to quite kill, but it's going to continue being more meter and more damage, closing out the match.
That's what happens when you have to play the game a little bit slower. You get a little bit of understanding. You're just going to be getting like some of that action right back at you. So 1-1. This is on the loser side. So whoever loses this is going to have to watch the rest of the bracket on Paragon FGC on Twitch. Maybe watch the VOD later on, review their purposes on here. But in the meantime, they're in the thick of things. They're in the present.
And again, Calamari is really good at Zato in general and enacting their game plan. And it's, you know, again, if you're not familiar with their pressure sequences and the little mix-ups with meter that Zato can do with Eddie, it can be a little bit stressful in the heat of the moment.
Sends out Eddie on there, goes in for that tap dust on there. Good opportunity to go ahead and use the burst out of there for for the extra damage that could be caused on there. Try to get the follow up here, but we're still stuck in the corner. Leapfrog with the Eddie one more time. Jumping slash into the low. There we go. Bring that sword out the play and break down the wall.
Eddie in full swing, just creating more pressure. Oh, missed the command grab. The BRC is going to let for a little combo here.
Yeah, gave a little bit more room in there to get a bigger combo too on that, but it's going to be Calamari right back into a familiar territory one more time with the low and another round to take for their own.
Astral feels pressure to burst, but does a Kara cancel. Fujin for the low.
Love the option. Yeah, I love the option on the oppose in there, just realizing that like, anything's going to be a guard point on there. Just run up, get the throw on there. We're looking for everything else into place, and it's working out very well for Astral as we go into this overdrive. Not going to finish off the plate, but damn near close.
Closing out the round with a Fujin. No burst, unfortunately, but hopefully it won't be too bad.
A bit of a delay, backs away from any follow-ups on here. We spin into the follow-up, enough time to set up the butterfly, goes in for the throw, gets denied.
Using pair cancel overheads to reset pressure. Gets hit by the frog, oppose to try to stop Astral from approaching. Deflect shield to maybe get some hits off.
Trying to go with the 6G, but we didn't get it on there. A little bit of a touch from Zato with the 2S follow-up, but nothing much else afterwards here. Astral was able to pick back up here. We're just going back to neutral. Oppose! Oh! It's been throwing it out a little bit more, and it's working. Like, definitely been calling that out. Astral, the first time it saw it come out, it's like, no, I'm just going to run up and throw there. But Calamari's not stopping for that one reason. It's like, let me throw it out again, make sure, go into the follow-up in there, bring out the snakes.
Yeah, I think it's tough for Anji to really approach with oppose, because, you know, in that situation, it's Zato's winning hand, and it you know, turning a defensive situation to an offensive situation like this is tough for Anji.
Yeah, beautiful backdash on there to go ahead, get the switch around in here, turn it around, PRC, keep it safe, but we're already going to go in with the throw, get the burst. Now the corner is Zato's.
The burst from Astral, but calamarikurusu is going to take that advantage of the hit in the air, converting it into a nice little combo here. This is going to be a chunk of damage, no death.
Oh, the Japanese Guts wins again on there, getting away from the spikes on there, but this time calling out the YRC yet again just to get that final little touch with that point.
Essentially Astral's final chance to make a comeback, but calamarikurusu is not going to make that an easy task.
And she goes into like the follow-up on to try to keep the plus on there, but we're going in, throwing out the pierces one by one into the drills on the ground, throw out the Sun Void one more time. Last opportunity for Astral.
Counter super, trying to reset the situation. Blocks the overhead. This is most likely going to be it unless the Japanese Guts locks in, but the OTG closes it out. That's going to be 3-1 Calamari's favor.
All right, good stuff from Calamari on there. Continuing to rep with the Venom all the way through here. So good to see that on the return on there. And enough the time to set up the cue balls one by one. Stop the approach of Kensei with the Kai.
Oh man, Kensei finds an in. Putting a little bit of pressure after a small little combo. But Joe Brownie stalling their air momentum with their air stinger.
Joe Brownie turning this into a little bit of a shmup here, trying to avoid all the obstacles in the place. Kensei getting hit by most of it and able to continue it with the follow-ups on there, keeping the cue ball for later.
Dark Angel to try to reset pressure there, but it doesn't reset anything. It catches Kensei's air dash, closing out the round.
Darkness descends, and so does Kensei on that, just for Joe Brownie to finish. Oh, but the Iron Elbow, the 6P comes out, stops everything that Joe Brownie was planning.
Oh man, Kensei's doing a really good job at spacing their far slash. Oh, but they missed the guard crush on Sacred Edge. Unfortunate. Now Joe Brownie is going to be allowed to play the pressure in the corner.
With the stun dipper one more time. Just goes in, has the RC to make it work. So go ahead, get that charge edge. You got the corner, make it all look complete. Fill in the dots. Nice job.
Up to the round 3, whiffing a stun dipper, unfortunately. And Joe Brownie gets a little combo here, setting up balls.
We're going to keep it all on the same side. Yep, get the follow-up with the back throw to the closer corner, and we just go immediately back into the Dark Angel, forcing Kensei to block all that.
Air throw from Kensei, turning the tides, but Joe Brownie says, right back at ya. A smidgen of health holding Kensei's round, and it goes to Joe Brownie.
Okay, yeah, there's just a lot of early on dominance, and they're just like, it's like, okay, you know, it's Kai Kiske. We know, like, Kensei's going to do everything in their power to get in there with the approach, get in there. We got a couple ways to low profile. That was stun dipper, like going from there. But it's, I like that Joe Brownie just ready. He's like, let's set up that minefield early on. Let's just make sure we can set up our dominance from the get-go.
Absolutely.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Try to go with 6P, but it is going to be Kensei 6P right back at it. One more time. You guys going to go with Fault, stun dipper, RC, try it in true. You're going to get that full combo, but not the burst.
Back throw from Joe Brownie, setting up some balls to keep the pressure going, but Kensei's back dash gets caught, gets a little super here, hard knockdown, and some decent damage with positive bonus.
The run out at the very end. Oh, but caught Joe Brownie ducking from the jump in on it. This is going to be big damage on here. You got a full 100% to work with. Don't even, like, not even spin any of that here. Just going to go in for the close slash and see that damage.
Oh, interesting trade into the super to close out the burst. So smart. Really good optimization from Joe Brownie.
That is, wow. And we're already getting back in. Another jump in into the air dash from Kensei. Force the burst out, back into the far range we go.
Oh man, just looking at little things that Joe Brownie, that Joe Brownie's doing with Venom is insane. Like, setting up ball preemptively before Kensei stun edge, and then pressing punch to throw the ball into it to stop that projectile game.
Quick stun dippers, they are working. We're going to finish it off that area with the direct clay. Joe Brownie's working back onto, potentially getting burst on here. May not even need it if this this combo goes the right way. Like, one more interaction into the jump dust. There we go. Has a meter to work with it. The RC going to get the final hit thanks to the wall. Ooh, that was snazzy.
That was a snazzy combo indeed.
So, Rats, we're seeing Kensei's coming in a lot with getting the approach in there with the stun dippers. Being able to, like, with a lot of instant air dashes in the jump ins from there. But what? They're still down and out of it. What do you think Kensei's got to do here?
Honestly, I think Kensei has to approach a little bit more conservatively. I think like they were doing really good before by just, like this instance, just waiting for a specific punish and spacing themselves for far slash. But the moment that Joe Brownie starts setting up projectiles, Kensei's just not respecting it, even though it's Joe Brownie's turn.
This time we're playing fast and tight on here. We're going to go ahead, get the follow up on here. He has the positive bonus on there. Try to reach out once again, but Joe Brownie was ready with the whip punish and able to throw out the cue balls once more.
Ooh, big combo here from Kensei. Possibly going to close this out, and he does.
Didn't have enough meter to do anything else. Just goes for the vapor thrust at the very end there. And here we go, Iron Elbow one more time. Has the corner with the Fuder arc here. Forces the burst away from Joe Brownie.
Very good stunnage there from Kensei, trying to stop and play a little bit of the same fireball game, trying to restore stunnage, but unfortunately Joe Brownie caught onto it and now gets a little combo here.
Joe Brownie mixing up where the cue balls are going for the lower option on there, keeping Kensei blocking even as they're getting up on here. We're trying to backdash away for Dark Angel. Vapor Thrust into the PRC to keep it as safe as possible. It goes in, gets the guarantee on the follow-up into Charge Stun Edge for the setup on there afterwards, and the Vapor Thrust. Okay, we're playing a little bit of gymnastics for Team Kai Kiske.
Here's the comeback install. Hopefully Kensei is going to take advantage of this power-up to turn the tides. Dark Angel again.
So we're backdashing on it into the Vapor Thrust. Do or do not, there is no try on there. Just believe in the DP, and the DP believes in thee.
Man, that that was gorgeous, gorgeous Vapor Thrust. It wouldn't be Kensei if there wasn't a crazy DP in it.
I am enjoying the way that Kensei is looking at Dark Angel like a puzzle and just like, let me backdash, let me try to get in there. We saw a couple times where they had enough meter to go in for the follow-ups to really utilize that momentum, that versatility that they have. So I like seeing that like from Kensei. As we go in, we get the Stun Dipper, RC into it. Definitely going to go in for the setup one more time.
Unfortunate side switch, but this gives Joe Brownie some breathing room to start setting up some of his balls and just try to get some Q-ups, but Kensei is ending the round right here.
Kensei, like as king, Billiards band on here. Joe Brownie not stopping though at all. Immediately the instant air dash tries to go in for the throw for Joe Brownie, going to give an opportunity for a big counter hit combo from Kensei.
Kensei gonna take advantage of this positive bonus to keep their pressure going after that stun edge. Sorry, the stun dipper. Back throw from Joe Brownie though. Oh! Backdash on the command grab! Gonna keep the pressure going.
Love to see it on here, and Kensei is just going to keep Joe Brownie guessing game for game right here until the 6P comes out. You're going to get the side switch for Joe Brownie. All the way, enough time to set up with the jumping stuff. Gets called out by the 2P from Kensei.
He's in a tight spot here. Tries to call out the burst with Wild Assault, but unfortunately the spacing was off and did not land a hit there. Good air throw,
okay, like the air throw into the ball where you have to deal with it anyway. You thought you escaped the do not taunt happy fun ball from Joe Brownie. Unfortunately, you know, Kensei does get the flight, gets the avenge on there afterwards.
Oh man, these are some fun interactions. Absolutely,
It's absolutely kinetic right now. The yeah, good. I like managed to get the recovery, get the round on there, but I would, if I was playing, would have been distraught after that part. It'd be like, I was like, oh, I deserve that. Joe Kensei gonna tie it up here, 2-2, winner side.
Joe Brownie just setting up more balls. What a counter of how many times we've set balls in this match.
With the trade. Okay, burst. Just a little too far away for anything else on there, but we go ahead. Send out one into the Neverrat. Now run out. Make the black hole sun. Won't you come?
The back dash, but not quite gets a combo there. Throw tag. Kensei still getting an in there with Stun Dipper. Nice little combo here. Into Dragon Install.
Joe.
Oh. Wild gold burst from Kensei. Closing it out.
Oh, catches on the approach in there. Joe Brownie trying to stop this the set point in for Kensei. Going back in to 2K. Yeah, going to break that wall one more time. Bring out the black hole.
Joe Brownie setting up the zoning and the mix and killing Kensei momentum on this round. Both players holding a burst. It could go either way. Both are on set point.
Keeping Joe Brownie down in the corner. Jumps out of the way into the air dash here. Trying to hold it down, but going to go ahead with the counter hit from Kensei. Trying to go into the RC, but Joe Brownie was already in the work for the low. Just goes in for the throw. Roboguy going to help out just a little bit with the ODG. Back in it. Gets a little bit of a hit. Holding it down. The Dark Angel going to get the confirm.
Oh no! Joe Brownie doesn't get anything out of it, but Kensei does get a big counter hit here. No meter to convert off of that. Trades just one more hit, and Kensei takes it. The king declares.
Versus Nan Nan, the Sin Kiske is down. The sun is going in against the Dolphin anchor wielding May of Insert.
Insert right off the bat, forcing a burst from Nan Nan from what it could have been a pretty devastating command grab combo, but Nan Nan turning it around with a throw.
Using a lot of stamina early on, but found the reward on that. Gets at least a burst out of there on the wait, trying to go in with the beach ball, but doesn't get anything for it here. Split off from Insert here with the Dolphin. Just trying to find that mark with the 5K. On the back dash egg. Oh, sorry.
No, big counter hit. Insert is just gonna do a decent chunk of change here, but Nan Nan still has momentum to probably come back. And the back throw does it.
Yeah, catching with that close slash early on just goes good for a lot of confidence. The run up after a counter hit into the overhead kiss. They're gonna break down that wall. Go in with the 2H for the most amount of damage in. Get that positive bonus. Build up the meter very quickly.
Nice little counter hit here from Nan Nan. Gets a combo and 2 Tyrant Rave.
Oh, and we definitely caught on there. Oh, you send out the current whale, but you have enough meter to work with here. Goes into the follow, trying to go in for the grab after getting the confirm on the close slash, but doesn't get it. Tyrant Barrel going to get that big hit on there after having just one more touch just to get the round. There it is. Tag your it. 1 round each.
Going band for band. Insert is just gonna take it in, but unfortunately, Nan Nan DPs, gets out of the situation.
Yeah, we're gonna get 2 big counter hits on it. Back into neutral, into more throw here. Nan Nan gonna go in with the overhead on top of things here. Doesn't have enough meter to really do anything else, so has to go in for the charge dust. Not enough.
BRC mix-up attempt. Again, just using a lot of movement, but they're gonna have to burst for doing so many shenanigans.
Oh, that might be costly too, because we're starting to see Insert with the 5P counter hit like a little bit earlier. Okay, you know, even as I was saying all that, just goes in, gets the follow-up on there. Nan Nan gonna take that first one. Oh, there was some BRC jump scares happening from Nan Nan. Like, I definitely would have got hit by a couple of those. Just playing around like Cirque du Soleil and all over the place.
Yeah, no, this is definitely to some extent what I expected from a matchup like this. Very explosive, very aggressive, as these characters kind of have to be.
Yeah, sure enough, both of these players, other characters, and these players too, can just like deal out the damage where they belong, just like that with the
with the overhead on there afterwards. Going to go ahead and get the follow-up. Just going to get for another throw. Has the meter to make it work with the 6K into the Elphelt. One more throw into the RC. Yeah, definitely going to finish it off with that Tyrant Barrel.
Very, very nice and perfect from Nan Nan on the second round. Round start, sweep into a pretty nice combo into E from Nan Nan.
Gonna get a little bit of meter back as a result on that, but goes right in for the DP, the burst to get back into the corner for insert's sake.
Has 2 bars of meter. Doesn't quite get to use the second one, which is fine. Still use it to mix up, but Insert is on top of that, decides to summon the Orca, giving them enough space to mix up with their Dolphin.
Yeah, only real of a reversal that May has, so has to like use it at those times just to try to maintain it. The far slash is going to get it. You could got a full combo from that. Nan Nan was right to burst there.
Ooh! Another Orca! Insert said, I'm not dealing with this. Get me out of here. But Nan Nan is maybe gonna close it out. Both characters on a chip. And Insert takes this round.
Look at the wild ending all the way through here. Sets it up on there just to like be able to be able to keep the turn with the beach ball anyway on it, just in case things go awry. Right now though, Nan Nan getting a nice little conversion all the way into the corner. Half that life bar gone for Insert.
Insert getting a nice little punish combo here. The PRC unfortunately dropped the combo. Nan Nan somehow did not get a punish on that 5H, but the overhead is going to lead into an RC, wall break, positive bonus.
I was amazed that they didn't have enough time just in there, just barely not enough to go ahead on there. Did work out there, we're tied up here, but the critical hit. Yeah, have to use the burst on there, trying to keep this round, save it.
The Dolphin, and is that OTG gonna close? It does.
Yeah, just had the perfect range on it to go ahead and finish it off. We're 1-1 now.
Mm-hmm. Was that even a punish, or did Nan Nan mash? I mean,
you know, any mash or no mash, regardless, the punish happens at that part.
that is true. That is
like,
true.
Anything that you get that damage on there. It's like, yeah, I totally meant to do that, regardless of what happens. but yeah, definitely, I think was a punish there.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Just like that big 5H to begin things, and the 6P too.
6K catches something there and just continues the combo. No burst from Insert. Nan Nan using this momentum with positive bonus potentially. Really good 6P. Going into super to avoid that burst.
Yeah, the verticality of 6P coming into play there, especially when like any instant air dash, any follow up on there. But we're going in Orca SeaWorld one more time, and here it goes into the split just to go in for the throw setup afterwards.
Insert's just going to close this round out. Really tough sometimes to deal with mate pressure.
Oh, this is a critic moment. Josel to the other side, just into a back throw. We are switching things up. It's unfortunately put into the corner on there. Going to go ahead with the overhead, the hook stomp on there afterwards here, but it's going to be like vertical dolphin into another setup into the west corner. We go with Insert.
Another back throw. Oh, but it whips PRC into an air throw. You're staying in that corner. I'm taking this.
Oh, you were staying in this corner. We're playing beach volleyball, and I'm going to have all my aquatic friends and everyone in between come out and help and play. You will enjoy yourself.
Oh, man.
So with that, 2-1, Insert in the lead. Again, loser side, we have returned back to this. Whoever wins this is going to have to go against whoever wins the fight between Lurry and Lasagna Slayer in a little bit. Right now, Nan Nan trying to prevent that from happening in there. like using the wild assault in there just to make sure they get all the way to the wall.
Really good throw on that elk hunt, but Nan Nan's gonna use the flex shield to get out of that situation, stop Insert's approach. Another Ride the Lightning to force Insert into a wall break, making sure they don't get the burst and get their turn back.
Oh, one more time. Okay. Yeah, the Guts is going to kick in. May's still alive. Trying to mate with the driver on there afterwards. Just goes ahead and sends it out after the Dolphin comes up to play for Insert. Nan Nan still in this.
Really crazy jump from Nan Nan. Punish. Gets another eat.
Tasty treat on there, but you're going to have to deal with it. The mix-up game from Insert going in from like from a lot of forward slash into the close slash on here afterwards. Having to use the burst away from Nan Nan.
Really good air throw tech. That BRC shenanigans could have been good, but nothing came of it. Force a DP. And Insert burst.
Yeah, really quick thinking from Insert to go ahead with the against the Gazelle step with the throw. And watching out for that 6P, also a good sign for that to happen. Go ahead, finish off that round. Set point for Insert.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Just 2 more scuffles for Insert to potentially get into winners. And Nan Nan unfortunately getting out, but it's too soon to say that. Until now! Big damage! Oh, but it drops!
Yeah, unfortunate on there, but still maintaining on their Dolphins for days and days on end. Doesn't have the RC to make it work, so one more interaction is what you're going to need here.
Insert tried to burst bait in that situation, but all they've done is let Nan Nan loose.
Has burst on the table, has a little bit of a stamina meter, just goes in for the gold burst, wants that meter, not gonna get it, has to go sit down for the rest of the tournament as Insert moves on the loser side.
May wins.
Wow.
Slayer on the Goldlewis, Lurry on the Faust, and we're going, this is, why are we getting birthday trade? This is not, it's not another Goldlewis player. But anyway,
a couple of afros out. Lasagna Slayer is looking stylish with one right now, giving Lurry the chance to maybe get something in, but needed for a combo, forcing Lasagna Slayer to burst.
All right, down with this. Oh, I like the low level Skyfish in there, just to try to keep Lurry locked out into the laser. I like that. That's neat.
Getting some chain gun shots out to try to stop the item pool, but Lurry uses the Scarecrow to get back in. Some bombs to try to keep pressure going. Another Afro.
It's close up and then we're more down with the system. Got in there with the approach on there. That was going to be the parade on there for Goldlewis, but we go ahead with the confirm. Lurry is going to take that round.
Let's rock.
Don't know how those buttons whipped on each other. That was some classic anime situation. But Lurry's just gonna crouch right under that gun, no problem whatsoever.
He's gonna go ahead with the mix on to the other side. Gets the confirm, gets another bomb to go out and play, and Lurry knows what to do with this Madison here. It feels like ever since that first whiff that you pointed out there earlier, Rat's like, it's like, you know what? No, it's time for pressure. Lurry has all the pressure to deal with on here. Mini Faust is coming out to play here. Nice little block on there from the 6H, but still got the Afro put on them. Having to deal with the Mini Faust and everything in between.
Lurry just getting all of the necessary items to keep Lasagna Slayer in the corner, trying to avoid that down with the system with the Scarecrow mix, but unfortunately, Lasagna Slayer has a lot of health here. Guts, I should say. Not a lot of health to work with, but a lot of guts to fight.
Oh, they have a lot of health. Oh, it's going down. It keeps on going down. You need that one hit. Lasagna Slayer's not going to let you have it. Gets the counter hit, but too far away for a full punish in here. One more touch is all you need. Ball is the best coming out of the play. Almost had none of it in there, but the 5K from Lurry says, That's I was about to say slaps to the face, but that's just a straight up kick, a boot to the head.
A boot to the mouth. Oh man, yeah, that was dicey.
Yeah, that's the power of, you know, you too can cause all that damage if you could just wave around a coffin while on a chain. Join the
True, you know.
Goldlewis workout program today.
Alien not included.
Duel 1.
No, aliens. That's for premium members only. Faust on there, good blocking so far on here with approach. Nothing on the jump D. Ever since they nerfed that button, thankfully on there, it's been less of a presence on there, but it still comes out to play like from time to time on here. Throws out the trumpet on there. They're holding down. We're going to get the trumpet thanks to the RC into the command grab. Don't even worry about that spray.
Lurry just, again, knows how to use their item pools at the opportune moment effectively and just keeping Lasagna Slayer from playing. And those mini Fausts, just getting them semi-consistently in this way has been such a big benefit.
Oh, but fell a little too close to the sun. Is going to have to deal with the coffin. Going to go hit with the overdrive. Nice little backdash though. Going to keep it on there with the 6-6H into the item.
Gonna get a nice little meter donut, but again, playing a little bit of that keep away, unfortunately, and gets into the dust. Almost drops the combo and closes it out.
I like the cancel out of there just to keep Lasagna Slayer on their toes in there. Doesn't get the burst out of it, so save it for this round or future rounds potentially on here. But now I'm going to have to deal with this neutral.
Keep getting hit and bonked to the head with the coffin. Just gonna generate some meter here. Unfortunately, it's sideswapped. Oh, wasn't ready there, but a big counter hit that closes this round out.
It's time to guess where the Faust is going to go. Lasagna Slayer knows. Meteor coming out to play. You're going to have to hold it down in there. Gets the little extra combo thanks to the teleport on the Scarecrow.
Really good optimization from Lurry there to get the trumpet, using Blue Wild Assault and using their meter.
Oh, you got the meteor too! Oh no! A lot of items out into play, like, you know, you let Faust leave all their toys everywhere here. They're gonna have to clean it up at some point. The meteor's gonna come out again against the laser.
Down with the system, making sure that Lasagna Slayer can start getting some of their turn back and opportunistically getting it correctly. Will this kill? And it does.
Okay, just like that. Continuing up on this again, winner side here. Whoever loses this is going to have to fight against Insert, I believe, on here. So,
Mankind new. Duel 1. Let's rock.
okay, Mini Faust coming out to play early on here. Into the 6P, and they're hold down with the Mini Faust, and they're with the 2K. Going to get hit with the Behemoth Typhoon.
Noticing Lasagna Slayer here and there getting some just blocks, but unfortunately that is not enough to stop trumpets and minions and meteors. Oh my.
Yeah, the items still come out to play though. Even though you got hit with the Skyfish on there, you still have to deal with it. Unfortunately, you can't really stop it at that point, so it's Lurry. It's all Lurry all the time now.
Really good 5K round start to stop Lasagna Slayer from throwing out a button, using Blue Wild Assault to keep approaching.
New Thunderbird from 6H into the mix, and your Mini Faust are really agitated, but so is his counter. Going to hit plenty of bombs, plenty of Mini Faust on there. I like the side switch on there, trying to use the bombs as a potential on there, but no dice.
From one corner to the next, Lurry is going to use meter to close this match out.
Quick. Rats, that was quick.
Yeah, that was fast. I mean, Lurry's getting all the good items necessary to keep Goldlewis out. It's really tough.
You gotta always feel like we gotta be one step ahead against when the dice are on the side of Faust here, trying to deal with it. A lot of meters coming out to play, a lot of bombs, a lot of mini Faust actually in there, just to go ahead and keep it on the side. But we're gonna go ahead. Doesn't get the wall thanks to the burst being used by Lasagna Slayer.
Really wild 5K from Lurry there to stop Lasagna Slayer's air momentum. Now just throwing out everything, just golf clubbing it.
Lee Trevino's fighting golf on there. Got onto the other side. Nice blocking in there from Lasagna Slayer. Enough time to get the trumpet and hold it back, but Lurry's going to low profile all that Skyfish.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Save that 100 tons for just a little bit of time.
Fortunately, Drone didn't have enough security meter to really, add that safety measure for Lasagna Slayer to approach. Lurry is just going to keep throwing some items out, no matter what. The banana peel.
You know, I was going to say that risk is starting to build up a little bit for Lasagna Slayer, so maybe the bomb, like, diffusing a little bit of that risk gauge was good on here, but however, you are on a significant life deficit now. I'm gonna hold a nice little turn around here for Lasagna Slayer. Gonna keep it down with the big hit.
More items. Unfortunately, this is gonna be it.
Like, yeah, the extra hits on there just to make sure. In a minute.
This most likely might have been a counterpick decision. I don't know how Venom fares against Zato, but I can imagine that it's a little bit tough to get rid of Eddie with the pool balls, but that is not a problem for Jacko's minions.
Now, when you got a couple of buddies with you, you see Zato with one buddy. He's like, I got 3. We got a whole compadre here. It's Bachelorette night at the club for Jacko going in. And buddy number 1 going ahead to throw it down on there into the corner. We go with the tap dust.
Closing out that round with Jacko's pals. Calamari getting some of their burst back. Already throwing out Eddie to make sure that they can take Joe Brownie to the corner, but that iconic sweep that Jacko is known for just gets through all of that.
Yeah, big counter hit on there. Just go in for the Forever Elysian driver. Bring it down here. Calamari still has access to the burst here. What are we going to do?
Running down a little bit of meter, minion meter, but this makes it so that Eddie can go in. Jojo Brownie has to play a little bit safe there, but we close out this match.
Yeah. There was an interesting interaction where Joe Brownie blocked in the air, and like I saw an instant block come out from, I think it was Calamari on there, and like got the side switch on there. I wonder if the just block had anything to do with it, or that was just going to happen in the end. I'm going to have to go back and look at that, but very interesting interaction. Regardless, so Joe Brownie was able to get out of there, get the final hit on there, take the lead in this set.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, so the ghost head. Some of the buddies early on here.
Throwing out the minions, kicked it around to try to stop Calamari from doing something, but Calamari turns the tide against Joe, going into wall break.
Okay, Invite the hell in there, goes in with a tap dust from a far distance, and that's more than enough time. Go ahead, make some chomps happen on there. Take that round for Calamari.
Joe Brownie forced the burst after that big 2S from Calamari. Meeting them air to air, still have some of their buddies out, still have some minion meter to keep it going, and some meter to go.
Enough time in. Oh yeah, trying to catch on the back dash on there. The back throw incident coming out in the play on here. Follow up. Yeah, okay. One more time, get the choppy chomps.
Calamari now has the opportunity to keep the pressure going. Eddie has to go night-night for a couple of seconds, giving Joe Brownie the opportunity to go in, not before doing the YRC to stop that momentum.
Yeah, the YRC also got rid of the minions as well in here. A lot of the shield being used, since you get that little bit of extra pushback on against some of the actions that Joe Brownie could get. But you know what? Just going in for the throw. Eddie was there to help, but the throw was all we needed.
Yeah, so far, it is interesting to see how, because both characters have to play around like their summon resource. So seeing how each player kind of interacts with that and considers when is the right time to be offensive and defensive.
Get the extra hit on there, like from the oppose on there, going to keep out the pressure. We do get a couple hits into the follow-up. Going to definitely break that round. Going to go in, opting to keep that corner pressure in there. Didn't really have any meters to continue to work with it, but has no choice with that follow-up hit to break the wall this time around.
Calamari closes out the round with a perfect, and that 2S. Both players still, working with the burst. Not anymore though. Calamari forced to get out of it, but this means that Joe Brownie is able to continue their combo safely and their pressure without the threat of it ending due to burst.
Keeps it on there, but then we go in with a back throw, summon the minion out to play. YRC, I don't want to deal with any of that. Get out of my hospital.
Overhead RC, this will kill.
Okay, the leap actually managed to make mark with Joe Brownie here. We're going to go all the way into the corner here, hold it down with the invite hell until we get out of it with Joe Brownie. Going to switch it up with the call out on the backdash from Joe Brownie.
Really cool pickup there from Joe Brownie, but calamarikurusu gets out. They're going to keep the pressure going with Eddie here. Maybe force a burst. The burst is used.
RC on here doesn't have really a whole lot of meter to work with here. Look, slow down on the BRC. Managed to get forcing out the burst away from Calamari.
Calamari still using their resources to keep the pressure going and closing out the match.
And that's 2 up over Joe Brownie on the Jacko. I don't anticipate a character change, but I would be curious to see if there was one. No, I think we're just going right back into it. Here we go, set point for Calamari. Can she overcome against Joe Brownie here?
Calamari trying to rush in on that wave of minions, but Joe Brownie's a little bit smarter than that to allow it to happen. But Calamari trying to get in with Eddie, not quite working out.
Try to go for the tick afterwards, and here already backdashing, gets the punish in there for Calamari. So now we got the approach with that's a lot into the tap dust, and that's going to guarantee the middle part of that life bar for Joe Brownie just disappears.
Joe now has the opportunity to keep the pressure going now that Eddie is gone, but Shark Super coming out. Nom nom nom, that's big damage. One more hit and this should be over.
Oh, it had
And-
everything on there. They got the oppose, got everything in place. Whew.
We are on set point for Calamari to continue onwards.
Like the call out early on, just match like to get the Abari out there just to get rid of the minion on there. But two of the buddies are coming out to play. 3 of them now. Doesn't get enough for the combo on there, but a big counter hit is going to help with that.
Calamari's holding on to that burst. Still has a round to consider after this. Joe Brownie though, not quite, but resummoning Eddie to reposition, but unfortunately Eddie gets taken away, and so does the round.
Calamari got caught breaking the law on there afterwards. Joe Brownie still in this from the far lane on the burst on here. Nice anti-air with the 2H from Joe.
Joe Brownie blocking all of this pressure responsibly, but that risk is cranking up, and eventually you're going to have to get hit.
Oh. Like the backdash away from the Eddie on there, but unfortunately puts Joe into the corner. Gets the denial with the minions coming out to play here. All of them are going to meet Eddie head to face on here.
This RC combo will most likely give an opportunity for wall break, and while Calamari still has Eddie, neither has burst, but we have a combo follow-up here. Wanted to burst bait.
Okay, it was a gold burst, so didn't get a chance to punish on there afterwards here. Going to get in with the follow-up on here. Calamari was about to get burst back on there with just the tiny sliver. We could see the eye was on that to make it happen. That could have been a very different match at the very end on the scramble, but Joe Brownie is still in this. It's 2-2.
Joe Brownie doing a potential generational comeback right there. Really, really, really good. Gives opportunity for either player to now continue onwards. This match will be fun. Will be fun to see how it's gonna play out.
Yeah, more matches for me. Just the more like to talk about, to watch, to enjoy here with everyone out there. Hope you're all enjoying it as well as we go on. This is on loser's side here, so who's going to continue on in the bracket? Who's going? Well, I guess they might be home. Who knows on there? But command grab from Calamari. She's going to go ahead, get that little bit of extra damage, and maintain the corner pressure.
Another command grab going out. Eddie is out to play, getting a nice little combo here. No super, but meter is just as good with positive bonus coming on the way.
Actually was able to leap above the Eddie just in time in there, but has to deal with this Amorphous in the middle there. Was able to block on there. Goes in with the follow-up on their big counter hit coming into play. Enough time to set up the minions yet again.
Joe Brownie tried to press attempt to get rid of Eddie there with minion, but unfortunately doesn't quite work out, and Calamari takes the round.
Fortunate person when he does get rid of Eddie for a few brief moments in here. Going to get the counter hit as we send out the oppose into the lead. Enough time for the teleport into the corner we go.
Have to guess a little bit here, guessing correctly on that command grab. Getting Eddie back into a confirmed hit into super.
Calamari still has access to burst here. Going to build up a...
Oh! Mistimed the deflect shield, unfortunately.
Especially like in pre-patch, absolutely, definitely. That jump dust was just a nightmare to deal with. Wild assault from the get-go from the Lasagna Slayer. We're in a blitzkrieg right now.
Insert has a turnaround though. That just block is really good from Lasagna Slayer. Helped open up the space a little bit, but Insert, as per usual, is just gonna get into there with Dolphin.
The 6P on there, going to go ahead and follow up. Gets over with the Thunderbird. The deflect shield on there, like nice timing on that just to kind of get away, but not for very long against Lasagna Slayer.
One more off hit for Insert. Oh, the YRC! Oh, no punish!
Oh, Faultless Defense saved a life there for a brief moment here. Maybe continuing to on this. We split on there, close slash on there, keeping it plus, keeping it real. The far slash, what is the close slash? I know for sure, but still maintaining the pressure on here. We might see a turnaround, deflect shield. The air throw at the very end from Insert. What a turnaround.
May's Japanese guts did help in that situation. The sliver of health was also a sliver of hope that allowed Insert to get that round back. But it's looking a little bit dire again. A lot of damage taken. Not too surprising for Goldlewis.
We are swinging that coffin one all throughout here. Insert's been going in for a lot of those throws. We're going to see yet another one. We're going to see a third one. Hey, there it is. And a fourth! Can we get another for the fans?
The flex shield put a little.
Yeah!
We got another one! 5-1.
Oh, Insert's listening. I know it's on there. We're going to cancel out of it. Just going ahead with a big 6H at the very end. Oh, what a turnaround.
Oh, man. That was funny.
It's so scary having to deal with a Goldlewis and bracket on there, especially like dealing with this May on there. But Insert's making it look pretty easy on there. It's like, well, I'm just gonna play the mix-up game. I'm gonna keep throwing you. You're not breaking them on here. I'm gonna keep reminding you.
Oh, command grab.
Yeah, you can't tech that one on there. We're just gonna go in with the split 2S, the 2P rather.
Yeah, we're playing Street Fighter 6.
But don't give them idea. They might try to use Wild Assault as a drive rush somehow. They'll figure out a way. Okay, yeah, let me get the switcheroo right there.
Still working with some meter, just making sure that drone goes away, spacing correctly for that dolphin punish. Going a nice little combo here. Wall break.
Oh! So split on there. You can change how far you go with that on there. Maybe was expecting Lasagna Slayer to go with the 6P option on there afterwards and was able to get the punch on there afterwards. Great awareness from Insert.
But Lasagna Slayer is doing massive amounts of damage here, working with meter and all of their security as well. But this big counter hit combo's coming out.
Bring out the giant whale, play a little bit of Free Willy onto the other side here. Change it out this time. Going to keep on the same side into the beach ball pressure.
Oh. Down with the system into Asuka!
Yep, you got a little bit of time. You can make that reversal happen on there. Was ready for it at the moment's notice. Insert has all the answers to life, the universe, and everything. It's not 42. It's this anchor, this dolphin, this aquatic creatures, everything in between. Inserts making it look easy.
Listen, when you have the power of the ocean in your hands, there's nothing that can stop you. Oh man, but yeah, it's tough. Insert's doing just a really good job at like spacing themselves and then like throwing out dolphin and stuff, but they're kind of getting into Lasagna Slayer's head, but we'll see if that stays true in this match.
All right. Could go either way between these two players for sure on here, but we're going to go in with the counter hit into the overhead kiss one more time throughout the vertical dop. It's too high for the 6H though.
6P whiffs, unfortunately, but is forced to use a burst in that situation. Gets hit by the drone. This might give Lasagna Slayer an opportunity to get in, but Insert's out and doesn't get quite a punish there.
I like the approach on there, waiting for Behemoth Typhoon. Get on the close here. A lot of 5Hs here trying to keep it down there, but you know what? Back to the throw game.
Big combo here. I'm going to close it out.
Set
Both
point
players
for insert.
Yeah, set point for insert, you're right. Oh! Big combo here.
With the 5H on there from the disjointed, you actually get all of that on there. Caught on the backdash. Yeah, you have to burst on that. That could have been devastating.
Big behemoth here. Might be a little bit of a momentum situation for Lasagna Slayer using drone to mix up. YRC, guard crush now. We can't do that anymore.
Try to go in for the JP on there. Like, looked like for another button afterwards. And then went into the gold burst on there afterwards here. Couldn't get really a punish on it, so Raptor going to burn it down on here. We are flying Delta Airlines on that, and Lasagna Slayer was able to turn that around just from that corner advantage. Foul.
Really good 2P there. A lot of just blocks there. Backdash, probably expecting to throw some kind. Would not be shocked after 5 throws in a row, but insert speed. Very impressive. Lasagna Slayer finally has an out. Side switches into the corner. Time to play the game.
We're reacting on this from the early on for the 6P. We're going to go ahead with the Behemoth Typhoon here. The luck may have potentially ran out, but the guts is still there. Insert still in the game for the moment here.
Good throw tech, expecting it appropriately, but there's a dolphin. Will this be another low health comeback for May? Gets a back throw, keep the mix-up going, gets a good match there, but we burst in. The guts protected May, and now we get meter. Does this burst? Oh, almost a burst bait.
Yeah, you have the full meter on there, and you know what? Fire off the minigun, Red Dead Redemption style on that. Lasagna Slayer is like, no! We're not going to end that with a shutout. We're going to continue on playing. I still got games to play.
Man.
Lasagna Slayer is keen to some of the games that Insert is playing there. We saw the P split on there afterwards, where we're trying to go in for potentially another throw on there afterwards. Like it's like no, I'm just gonna match that out. I'm gonna make sure that's not. I'm aware of what you're trying to do here. It's not gonna work anymore. Will it work this time around though? Let's find out.
Back throw, really good punish for Lasagna Slayer here, but that May jump arc makes it a little bit tricky to keep her in the corner sometimes consistently. That trade.
Oh, we are swinging right now. Thunderdome going to get Thunderbird rather, going to get away on that, but we got the hit on there from the counter hit. Okay.
So we're getting some meter now with positive bonus. Using YRC to stop Lasagna Slayer from approaching, turning it around for a big combo.
You have the meter to work with. Yeah, help me Madison. Oh, wait a second. Oh, we are smoothing on there, but we hit another button on here. You don't even have to do anything. Like you could, with that, you're just gonna wait it out on there at the very end. At that point, you gotta get her insert.
Big button there. Gets hit. Keeping the pressure going. Down with the system. Gonna do a decent chunk of damage. Still, insert is still in this. Some decent guts probably to go out. Oh, tried throwing in, but the backdash was too good.
Oh, interesting clash on there after the Dolphin. It is 0 after on S Dolphin on there afterwards here. So we're going to go ahead and get the confirm on there into 5K. Yamada Sam's going to come out, give him a show.
Both players still holding on to burst. Lasagna Slayer has one more opportunity, potentially getting a hero's gold burst, maybe, but use a regular burst there, burn it down. Are we gonna get another funny situation as before? No, we don't.
We get the
no
corners
security.
though. Corners just as good on here. A lot of faultless fits, a lot of meter being used. Doesn't have access to the super just yet. They're going to get the confirm with the far slash from insert.
Oh, with punishes, and this is looking like it is over. Insert takes it.
Lasagna Slayer fought to Lurry.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Right off the bat, countering with a 5P into Photorarc, keeping Lurry in the corner.
Let's go ahead with the follow-up. Stun Dipper. Try to go in with the 5K early on. Lurry gets some good backdash on here, and I'm going to get the side switch.
Using the RC to make that approach safer, keeping some of the pressure. PRC to cancel the Scarecrow, but unfortunately nothing happens after.
And we are chasing down Foodorarc. One of the rare times I've seen Foodorarc miss, it feels like, in my heyday on that. But we're going to go in, air, like, using the golf club to get the approach of the Afro. Nothing for it on there.
Kensei being a little bit more careful trying to approach. Lurry not throwing out any items since Kensei can throw out a stun edge, making that a little bit more threatening to do neutral.
Yeah, while Lurry can definitely a low profile on the throwing out stun edge and all that. Have been trying to play their game and not getting anything for the items, unfortunately, on here. Kensei able to take that first round, going to try to get in with the bar slash, but we are mixing. Get the last hit, actually.
Getting a command grab going. Afro time. Put a little bit of burn to it. Whips the DP, does it again!
You know, at first you don't succeed. Doesn't matter if I have an Afro. Doesn't matter if I have a new fade on. Just go ahead with the Vapor Thrust on there afterwards.
A good air stall there. Could have been devastating if Lurry had not bursted there. Getting the approach with Mini Faust. Leaps on the spear, but Kensei's going to keep approaching.
Get the block on there, like following with the 6K, trying to find a way to open up this can of worms here. That is Lurry.
Use the Scarecrow to get in, continuing the pressure, but Kensei gets a JS into RC combo. This won't kill, but sure puts him in a dire situation.
That was some beautiful low profiling from Lurry on there. We're going to go ahead and get the confirm on there. We are alive for another round.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Big
Button
6-8.
there. Throwing out a 5K to stop the air momentum. Uses a spear to keep throwing out some items. Lurry is starting to get a little bit of his game plan, but gets spoofed a little bit by his own bomb. Unfortunately, Kensei gets his turn back.
Yeah, the bomb, unfortunately, like stun edge, hit it, move the bomb back over on their side on there. But don't worry, you got the Scarecrow into the teleport, command grab, put the Afro on there one more time, apply it. Didn't like that one already. It's going to explode. After these messages, does get the force to burst away from Kensei.
The stun edge RC. Lurry is forced to burst, otherwise would have probably led into another. Oh, but the meteor combo, not quite a commit there, but the mix up does take the match.
Some of the awareness from Lurry with Faust is insane. Like, got the Afro, immediately threw out the love, knew it, like, you're gonna have the bouncing like love on there, like to go ahead, you're forced to block it, get the guard crush on there, knew enough time to get the approach in there to the cross up mix, just to get that damage on there, take over that round. Well played from Lurry.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Big counter hit there, forces Kensei to burst out. Trying to approach, you wild assault, but Kensei DP's out. Now getting a counter hit combo.
Try to go for the grab, PRC to keep it safe on there, but the side switch into the 2K punish from Lurry. Going to get all that damage onto it. Have to use the faultless fence, but you know what? Iron elbow. Right back into neutral we go.
Really nice jab there from Kensei. Still trying to find a way in, and does! Lurry most likely will not burst out of the situation, opting to save the burst for the next round.
Direct blade on there, caught Kai into the mid-air with the 6-8, and here's the meteors on the plate as well.
Nice little pickup here. but Kensei's aware of that and tries to get a DP. Here comes the parade.
Same time, mix up a good patience from Kensei on there. Going to hold on. Does get the 6H, but there was a little bit of a trade in here. Time for items.
Gets guard pushed by the meteors. Lurry's putting Kai a little bit into the ropes, but it's tough. Still has a bar of meter to work with and burst.
Nothing on it, but we're going up into the air. Like the use of the burst, puts Lurry back into the corner here. We're trying to like get the anti-air with the 5K on there. Kensei's just trying to find anything and getting nothing for it.
Duel 3.
Lurry now working back with some burst. Kensei, unfortunately, was using the burst earlier to try to keep their momentum, but now both players are out of it. Lurry getting a nice little combo here. Unfortunately, got side-swapped and not in the corner anymore. Can't get wall break, but these meteors are just keeping it nasty.
Yeah, that's exactly what Lurry was looking for in that last match too. Got that 5K counter hit to get all of that into the setup on there afterwards here. Afro on fire, does get the follow-up, but no dice afterwards here. We're just going close slash into the stun dipper. Here comes the RC into the charge stun edge. Are we breaking this wall? Yeah, we are. We're kiting.
Lurry continuing to try to mix up with Scarecrow PRC, but Kensei is not biting. Really good stun dipper to try to get a trumpet. Big counter hit here. This is going to absolutely close things out, but it drops.
Yeah, didn't get anything like hold. Still has access to the burst on here. Get the approach. Scalpel coming out to play though. Low profile in the stun. Follows the fence to keep it safe in here. Not get the last little hit that Kensei needs. A wild assault one more time here. Trying to fade out though with the shimmy. Nothing for it here. To the mix it. All we are was getting like a little bit of chip on top of that PRC. Make it fast here. Built all that meter. It goes in for the 5H follow up on there. Lurry stole that.
What a return.
Shout out to Khalil on production in the chat. Yeah, bro was definitely scheming there. Had a whole Ocean's 11 set up. But that was the whole movie right there. Was all 11, 12, 13 characters defining whichever movie version you're looking for.
Oh man, I was half expecting Kensei to just throw out a Hail Mary DP in that situation, but Lurry was just keeping him guessing over and over.
Duel 1.
Yeah, just incredibly smart use of resources on there. Got that burst in time, saved it. With like another player probably would have bursted immediately just to get back into it, like get into the scramble one more time. Lurry actually was able to keep that, use that as wild assault pressure in there because like, any hit was going to kill at that part. But we're going right back into it. 6P though. Kensei is the one talking through violence right in there. A lot of life already gone. 12 seconds, 18 seconds into the match.
Really good 2K from Lurry there after the PRC. Maybe getting some momentum back here. Applied the lightning as a response. It trades because of the weight.
Trying to get away from the stun dipper, but stun edge. But don't worry, it's going to come for you. Just like Kai Kiske and that round, Kensei not taking that without a fight.
I'd say we're respecting a little bit of the items here. Trying to find a way where to approach.
Good
but
punish.
Lurry's just being really good.
Into the command grab. What is it going to be? Jump dust in there. You got the confirmed hit into the knockdown. Enough time for the items to come out to play and the mini Faust to get angry.
And here it comes Faust with the super. Hello, nurse. Closing out the round.
That's still the most devastating overdrive to me, just because of how like getting hit in the shin like that hurts.
Oh,
I don't like
it. Not a fun experience. Absolutely not.
Okay, got the burst. Unfortunately, you're going to get traded in with the 2K from Lurry here. Enough time to get in, get hit with the hammer, go back to the hospital maybe with a concussion.
I cannot help but lose it a little bit with Ying was saying my boyfriend is losing, but here my...
You got advertised no matter what here. Kensei's trying to change. Trying to change that around.
But unfortunately, as much as I wish, Shingo was not.
Really good play. In the meantime, though, loser semifinals, calamarikurusu versus Insert here. Zato versus May. And we saw Insert on fire just a little bit ago.
Opposed, just stopping that Insert approach right there. But Calamar.
Goes right in, just runs up, command grab on it. Doesn't have enough meter in it, but we got, you know what? We got that counter hit on there, but the Nickelodeon Guts continues.
Back throw. Might give Insert another opportunity to throw.
The close slashes in there, just keeping it plus, keeping their turn on there. Bye-bye. You only have to say bye once, May. You don't have to say it every time you throw. The YRC is blocked on there. He's trying to get rid of that burst. He's trying to save that for marriage. You're saving it for the next round at least. With that 6-8, Insert taking that round.
Calamari said, nah, man, you can have it. Really good burst there, especially stopping the Wild Assault. Insert now doesn't have burst to stop a lot of the little mini mixes that Calamari could do, but the Dolphin does not concern itself with the Shadow Man.
Yeah, that is one of the nasty things about this matchup between May and Zato is like Eddie's on the play. If the right timing on there, you can just go through Eddie like butter. It doesn't matter if Eddie's out on the field on there. You see all this damage for Insert, bringing it right down. Number 1 for Insert.
Very, very aggressive. It's tough. It's tough. Just having your Dolphin just completely, destroy Eddie, and including getting a counter hit on top of that, it's a little bit volatile. But hopefully, Calamari can adapt to that, and maybe I'll play Insert on that approach.
Yeah, you do have ways around it. Like, if you like we've seen Calamari, she's going for a pose against other players a little bit on time. Like, as long as you're being active with Eddie, sometimes you can get away from that. Like we are right now on here, blocking the burst in there from Insert to keep back on there. But you know what? Heavy vertical Dolphin gets you out of the corner.
Really good BRC into JD. Didn't get a combo, but it's fine. It's all the momentum that Calamari needs to really get in there.
And Zato, Eddie uses the hit on there, and a 3K round start. Okay, we are feeling away right now. Insert.
Good 6B from Calamari, stopping that 5K, putting a little bit of that Eddie pressure, and switching Insert back into the corner, stopping that Dolphin. Nuh-uh. Good air throw.
Yeah, smart move to use it, waiting for May to try to get out of the corner in there after the command grab. Just use PRC to go ahead and keep the punish. Does get a break in, but air throw right back at you, Insert says.
Locking down with 6H. RC. Is Calamari going to burst? Nuh-uh. They're going to hold on to it.
Same side, but the lead comes in, balance and plays. Going to go ahead with the Sun Void one more time. Strike at the dagger of the heart of the May. 1-1. Okay, all right.
Yeah. She's adapting. It's a matter. It's a matter of how we can maneuver certain things. It is definitely tough with May. May has big buttons, really insane neutral skip, really good jump arc. That's gonna be a little bit tougher to deal with Zato.
See Insert call out within the corner with 6H into the split into the low for mix up on here. Calamari though, she's holding it down, just goes in there with the command throw after the pressure on there. Going to go one more time, sending out Eddie, and we go in. There's that tap dust. I was looking for it the entire round.
Really cool PRC combo here. Another PRC to close out this round.
Didn't even need the meter, just a 6H, just put that one away on here. Okay, Calamari taking the lead here, trying to decide the fate here.
Good 6P.
That's what you need to do. Good old trial and error, like especially if they're going for the Dolphin a lot, like 6P. The tried and true punish on there for it, but we're going in with the Killer Whale one more time. Not quite to half of the life bar in here, but still going to maintain the pressure with the overhead kiss.
Oh man, Insert really is not beating the Street Fighter 6 gameplay allegations tonight.
The overhead kiss is going to scale down that damage regardless on here, so not as much as it used to be for absolute certain on there.
Oh, unfortunately they delayed the oppose, leading into a big punish here.
Yeah, that is incredibly unfortunate because I think that oppose would have hit otherwise on there. So, okay, tie it up here. Critical round. Yo, yeah, like you said, Calamari, she's getting used to it on there. Gets some 6P into the corner, into the spiral that is really hard for May to get out of. But the instant air dash over the invite hell is saying otherwise.
He's now forced to burst, unfortunately, but he's being smart about swapping sides, getting out of the corner. But Insert, as per usual, is probably just going to throw and keep the pressure going. Taking this match.
Like that. Calamari's been fighting back. It's been back and forth at this point here. Thinking back on it, locking into the Zato one more time, 2 more times potentially. It's been really going back and forth. I could see this going all the way to a game 5.
Me too, honestly. I think, you know, both players are phenomenal, and I think they're doing a really good job at sort of like going band for band, which has thankfully been a common trend in tonight's bracket.
You want to go ahead with the back throw in here.
Sword super. Eddie ready to come out. Insert looking a little bit low on health, but it's not over quite yet. Except that now Chompers is out.
Yeah, just keeping the May blocking, caught ducking on there as the approach on there for against Insert in here. So okay, get the throw. Oh, and yeah, we get, because Eddie was behind, we get a little bit of extra damage as a treat on that. We're gonna go ahead. We're taking that western corner. All's quiet on the western corner except for the glass shattering.
Calamari's out of Eddie meter now, but this also absolutely gives Insert the opportunity to do some decent damage here.
Okay, yeah, like jumping slash into the close on there. We're going to go ahead, get into set point for Insert.
Many to the oppose this time. Calamari's now doing some Eddie mix-up, moving Insert into the corner. Command grab to make sure that Eddie comes back nice and healthy for some more corner pressure.
Has 50% meter to work with here, trying to go in for the towns. Get the bar 8 out of the situation here. We are trading blow for blow in here.
Good air throw. Both players still holding on to burst.
Not for very long though. Insert goes away, gets rid of it on here. Tries to go for the 2S from Calamari, but we're just going to go ahead and stop the impending approach in there from Insert. One more touch, back into the corner. Nice back dash from Insert.
Insert keeping the pressure going, splitting to keep engaging onto Calamari. Gets a big counter hit. Will this be enough?
Oh, it's not going to be enough here, but we are going for the long distance call. That is 5D from Insert on there and gets it all the way with just that little bit of extra distance on there. Insert is going to be moving on to fight Kensei against this Kai Kiske.
Nice confirm here.
cancels out on there, but we go in with the jumping K, get the counter hit on top of that in there. Another tap dust just to go in with the the split jumping heavy slash. Not enough to kill, but damn near close.
He's in a dire spot here, but potentially could get it back. I doubt Insert wants to use their burst in this round, but they can't close it out. Kensei's just going to get that burst back, but closes it out before that can happen.
Okay, just like that. Immediate Dolphin getting the trade early on against Kensei. But it's going to be that far slash connecting first there.
Insert putting the mix. Not stopping at all. Kensei's going to get burst here, but it's not enough time.
Almost mixed themselves into the corner, but all as well as ends well here. Having to use a little bit of follow defense on there. The trade on the far-reaching vertical Dolphin, heavy Dolphin, in fact.
Back throw here. Gold burst, but doesn't really lead into anything. Kensei DPs to stop the Dolphin approach.
Yes, stymie the wound a little bit on there, but Vapor Thrust hits on both sides. You gotta watch out for that here. Dire Clay just trying to get the approach. Gets the trade on there. Insert doesn't need a whole lot. Instant air dash jumping slash is going to be that whole lot they need. Nice.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing, I think, for Kai to sort of like deal with May's approach, because your projectiles is kind of tough just because of how May can maneuver the air, but also I think May having split now adds another layer of the way that character can approach. That makes it a lot tougher for Kai to throw up projectiles like that.
Yeah, Insert's been especially good at using the the split into jumping heavy slash on there just to kind of maintain it. Also been using a lot of that far slash to great effect on there, more so than most Mays, I believe, on there. But we're going to keep going up close and personal on here. You do get the static shock stock shade on there, but not for very much longer in there. Insert is just coming to you express with the Dolphin. Nothing but net.
Big counter hit far slash here. Hopefully this allows Kensei to approach a little bit more, but right back at you with a big counter hit 5H. That's going to be a little bit less than 5. Oh!
Caught on the backdash on there. Insert didn't even miss a beat. That's lots of damage.
Kensei using the hero's burst here. Hopefully this gives him enough space to try to come back from this, but it's going to be tough.
PRC on there. I like the option on there. Vapor Thrust going to get it away. Kai.exe is installed on your computer. Watch out.
Oh, the back throw.
Makes the malware. Mayware.
Unfortunately.
So yeah, up 2 against Kensei. Yeah, like you were talking earlier about May has a little bit of verticality, being able to maneuver. And Insert's been very good at varying that on there. I do think Kai, especially from a certain range on there, it feels like most of the buttons is if you are anywhere in the mid screen, anywhere in there, anything that Kai will do is gonna be blocked on here, but not like this on there. There goes the burst.
Big button here. No burst to stop this damage. The chaos ensues. Yamada comes out.
Oh, try to go in for the throw on there. Kensei got on the backdash on here one more time. Trying to get away from that far slash into the jumping dust. Didn't get the hit on the confirm. Yeah, you're going to go ahead and use that Kai.exe one more time. Oh, you're too far away.
Good 6P.
The spacing. Oh, the spacing of awareness from Kensei on that one. Insert's been able to get away with the vertical heavy dolphin a couple times on there, but this time just waiting it out for it. Got the 6P. Worked out in there, but right now, not very much for Kensei's favor. Insert going to take that positive bonus.
Kensei going to hold on to that burst. No point in using it in this round with this much damage dishing out, but still has a chance to maybe make it back.
Oh, and got the confirm into the fast RC for set point on here. Insert wants to see that grand finals, wants to fight off against Lurry here. These Dolphins say as well.
Insert forced to use the burst. Kensei getting hit by Dolphin, has to respect this block string.
Oh, try to go for far slash in there. Doesn't get anything for it. Enough time for the charge stun edge to get in there, but this is timing on that. Insert was able to get the Abari to come out on there. The big 2H forcing the burst from Kensei.
Oh, nah. This is looking a little tough. We're on set point for Insert, and it's looking like it's gonna be over soon.
For Kensei getting caught on the backdash again. The 2D getting the mark in there. You're able to continue the combo, and Insert's going to take that with a clean sweep.
Duel 1.
All right.
The battle for the character specialist.
Instant like reaching on there, but we go in, get the counter hit into overhead kiss, tried and true, and the burst goes away for Lurry.
Already going in with a command grab. Afro time, the backdash avoids it. But Lurry finds an in anyway, so set a flame.
Oh,
that goes into a trade.
Insert's been getting away with a lot of like the mash of 5P and the 3K on there. Actually didn't work out in their favor just because the Afro was on fire, so missed on the 3K part of it before it hit.
Wait, stops it.
Mix early on in there into the reversal overhead. Overhead kiss is what you need here. Going to break down that wall, and you have just got the meter on there. That's a kill.
Ooh, while the Salty keeps some pressure going. Eating a little bit of hair, no problem.
It might be, Judge Faust, you're a doctor. It might be a little bit of a problem. But we're going in, like, throwing out with the mini Faust in there, kind of keeps the May away at bay.
The Wait thankfully trades that out. Lurry finds it in, keeps throwing out some items. The bomb, Afro going out. There's the meteor, and it closes it out.
Oh, the meteor caught the hair on fire, and the hair might get that one final hit. That's all that Lurry needed. But you know what, Insert? It's like, you know what? What if I just run up and throw you?
That's a nice little combo here. Lurry about to get their burst.
With the mix in there, deal with the items all the way. The verticality on display into the jumping dust just to make sure you get that positive bonus on there. You're going to need that meter because Insert has a full stick of butter. Used half of it for the potatoes. Trying to use the rest of it on something else. Potentially a tasty dish indeed. Burst away.
Lurry trying to get a mix up there with Scarecrow PRC. Insert has one more chance to burst out of here. Puts Lurry in the corner into a throw, closing out the match.
We end that the way we began that round. Just run up, make the throw happen. Doesn't matter about anything else, just the damage that happens at that point. Insert's still got a long ways to go, though. Loser side, you got to get that reset. You know how the game goes. We all do.
Sometimes you just gotta take the throw to win the set, you know?
Seen a lot more items come out to play, though. Just trying to keep, like, trying to get the lockdown on there. So.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
There we go. Totsugeki getting on that versus the mix of 6P says hello to the face. And we're getting a lot of guard crushes for Lurry's side.
So being forced to burst in that situation. Gets a hard knockdown. Little banana peel. Dust. Red RC combo. That is going to wall break.
Extra damage with that 6H on there. Has a mini Faust on display on here just in case they need it on there. There goes Pop. Pop it goes waiting out on there. 6H makes the mark in there. Didn't even need the mini Faust on there afterwards, but it was ready to go raring afterwards anyway. Nice round.
Lurry just using all of their burst meter to Wild Assault, just keep the pressure on Insert. Playing a little bit more aggressive than before, but Insert finds an in with Dolphin, completely avoids the mini Faust. Now getting a comeback, doing a decent chunk of damage here.
I'll try to reach out there, but Insert is more than ready to make that life bar bleed.
Really good walk back. Wow.
Yeah. We have a chance on the whip punish there. Holding it down on there. Another 5H coming out here. Lurry is trying to get ready for them, but here we go. Over. Head kiss.
Yeah, Insert's doing a really good job at punishing with Dolphin whenever Lurry throws in an item, which makes it a little bit difficult for Lurry to start getting their game plan going back to the Street Fighter 6 game plan over and over. When will it stop, Your Honor? It hurts! Oh no!
Got caught with the backdash, then got caught blocking the burst on there anyway. The evidence was clear. Guilty for that match, at least, on here. Insert up too.
Insert potentially getting the reset.
In very quick fashion here so far, but you know what? It's still the first set. Love to see as many matches as we possibly can here on this Wednesday evening.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
And once more onto the breach. Just running up, this time with the overhead kiss.
Right off the bat, starting off with a bit of a command grab combo there, as per usual. Lurry still has his burst, but gonna go for another command grab combo, using the deadly Orca to make sure that Lurry cannot escape its clutches.
Got caught in there, but here's the 6P. Going to keep on the same side, a little bit OTG into the command grab of Lurry's very own on here. Landed just in time, the safe jump comes into place, but he has enough meter to go ahead. Goes into the overhead kiss anyway. Gets for a setup.
Oh!
Just not even afraid of that. It's like, oh, you think I'm stopping for that? No, no, you can't stop me. I can't stop moving. I'm kinetic.
Tried to burst bait there, which is really smart, but Insert quite didn't bite. Still giving positive bonus for Lurry.
Mixed up game on there, a lot of close slashes on here, but this time the hit goes for Lurry into the RC. Enough time in there, tap, dust, and they're going to be able to continue that on there, and has enough for the overdrive as well. And absolutely enough to kill.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Insert quite didn't block the mix, but Lurry's gonna catch the backdash with Wild Assault, forcing a burst.
Okay, 3K on there. The trumpet is already still out to play though, but we're going clear to the other side. We don't want to hear that sweet music here. We just want chin music as we go into the 5H. Gonna cancel that out. Big damage time.
Big damage. Lurry working with a bar meter. Burst on the way, but with positive bonus, it's going to be a little bit of defense for Insert on top of the Japanese guts that May is known for. But maybe Lurry is getting some momentum now.
Just a little bit on here. That's... You know what? I'm not going to play the will and kill game here. because Guts is definitely gonna kick in
Yes.
there. I gave a little bit of pause just in case, though.
Where's?
Too high! Doesn't get the... That's another match! We still in this! We still got another match! Dual final is in play here! Both players only had one round. What the heck?
This is incredible.
Grand finals, no less on here. 6H into, we're chomping on that trumpet, saving it on the delicious medals.
Insert finds an in with split, keeping the combo going. Lurry unfortunately didn't block the seal, throwing a ball, but
Still get what an anti-air with the 2K on there on the approach on there afterwards here. Gonna go ahead, big counter hit here. Here comes the mini Faust. Waltzing along here, 6P gonna make contact.
Lurry doing a really good job to finally get their items out, has the trumpets.
Scarecrow teleported out of the 5H range on here is gonna get the hit, and you know what? Lurry is still in this. This is still grand finals, not reset. It's 1-2, but Lurry took that one.
Lurry's doing a really good job at solidifying their momentum there with their itemization. It's definitely tough just with the way that Insert is playing, but hey, if Lurry can reset it back 2-2, we go to a to a fifth match. This will be a explosive grand finals.
Duel 1.
It's going to be explosive one way or another. Insert going for the tried and true 5H. We get called out with the 2K, but we're going to get hit with those big anchors of May. Afro on fire there. He's going to go ahead, force the burst away.
Good 6P from Lurry, stopping the momentum. Gonna set the Afro up, avoiding that bomb. Actually, no, the bomb just hits May straight up for a nice little combo here. Calling the nurse, please. The patient is hurt and needs their medicine.
Don't even need the nurse. I'm a doctor. I'm right here for the help. Here's the slash. That still hit. That still killed. A lot of insert options on the on round start have been just like ways to approach. Either Dolphin or like trying to get in far slash or like up close in there. Lurry was wise going on the back dash here, throwing out the items in here, but going to get hit with a counter hit jumping punch.
Fortunately, the meteor did not hit the Afro for that continued block string, but
Mini Faust came out to play and interrupted Insert for a brief moment, but it didn't matter at the end. Like, we got the counter hit on there, we got on the other side. Doesn't get the punish on the 3K though.
really good 5P into 3K there. Big
5-8.
combo!
Oh, this is reset point tier 2, and that's going to be a significant advantage all the way to it. Bring out Madison on it. Okay.
Good burst from Lurry, trying to set things back.
Definitely wants May to wear the Afro, not bounce on there. Try to use that the golf on there. Get the nice 6H on there, but still has a little bit of a ways to go in here. Got hit with the Dolphin, was in the middle of that follow-up on there. Wow.
The PRC, the throw attempt, oh no! And we're reset.
Oh no is right, rats. Oh, that means Insert just got that reset on there. We got to add 5 more letters to that Grand Finals on there. Space Grand Finals reset on here.
And yeah, I think honestly it would have been a 2-2, but unfortunately, I think Lurry backdashed after the throw attempt and completely just screwed up the punish. Unfortunate, but reset Grand Finals.
Okay, too high up on the burst in there, managed to go ahead and get the side switch on there. So Insert is going to go ahead, take off of that, get a nice chunk of damage.
Another throw. Oh, big counter hit, but Lurry has to burst out of that.
PRC keep it safe on there, tried to go for the air grab, but got hit by the bomb instead.
Lurry doing a really good job at stopping Insert with a Faust 5K, but didn't have the meter to try to get the mix-up going, but that was a really good mash. Converts.
Yeah, knew the Insert was going in for the charge 6H on there afterwards here. Holding down with it, go nom nom nom. If you can't win, eat your opponent.
Insert getting in, but Lurry reverses it with a command grab. Trying to keep the pressure going, throwing some items while Insert has to respect the power of the Afro.
Have to respect the 6P as well here. Mini Faust still out in play here. Gets all the split, try to get in there with the extra juice, extra nom nom. How's come from? Where does that Mini Faust?
Lurry smartly goes for a command grab to try to bait the burst and does it effectively.
Oh, I did not realize that Mini Faust got hit clear all the way over there. Just like came running like from out of the locker room into the ring, knocked out May like from like a title belt victory going on.
Watch out, Mr. President! I got you!
My God! My God! Mini Faust with the chair.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. That does mean in the reset though, Lurry is now in the lead for the first time in both of these sets.
Mm-hmm.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Right, tried to potentially run up throw as per usual, but Lurry said, I'm sick and tired of that nonsense. Let me play my game.
Enough time to throw, like holding down the 100 tons on there afterwards here. Mix does make its mark here. Going to get a significant corner distance on here as we go fishing. Catch a big May.
Really good weight there to try to stop the momentum from that attack, but Insert has the meter for a 5D combo.
Pause bonus incoming. Going to get that meter hard and fast on there afterwards here, but the big counter hit with the dive scalpel. Doesn't get the follow-up though.
While the assault whiff, but at least have some meter to try to mix up here a little bit, but Insert will throw.
Oh, these tap dusts are paying the price against Lurry here. Didn't have enough meter after the mix to go into an RC on there afterwards from Lurry, so unfortunate there, but going to give a round for Insert.
Nice, taking into a command grab. Into another command grab. Lurry being the doctor, dishing out a taste of Insert's own medicine.
Oh, but the 5 H's is like, I don't like that. I didn't like what you did to my hair.
That medicine tastes like grape. I don't like grape.
We're gonna cancel it. Yeah, you have to use use all the meter in the world for that on the other side. But we're gonna go ahead with the throw from Insert.
Good burst from Lurry, trying to stop that momentum from happening. Still holding on to that trumpet. Mini Faust unfortunately does not stop that.
Really, and the patience on there afterwards in here. The 6P would have been at least in the bomb range as well. So going to go ahead, get that round in. We're just running up into close slash. It's away from the from the throw. Oh, interesting interaction on there in the favor of Insert. Going to go ahead, use it, bring out that whale, the killer whale one more time.
Good deflect shield from Lurry, but that's going to be a big counter hit here.
Not going to kill. Very close, though. Lurry has a little bit of meter here. Not anymore. Got in there with that horizontal dolphin into the face.
Evening the set 1-1. I think Lurry is doing a little bit of a better job at stopping insert from approaching, and you know, even since before the reset on that third match, playing a little bit more aggressive and trying to keep insert from approaching themselves and being on the offensive.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Early on denial in there, using that 5P for greater good on there, but we're going to go in with the wild assault in here, keeping it down with the 5H after. First, you don't see with the 2K, go ahead and do it again, get the anti-air onto the other side here. Not enough to break the wall in there, doesn't catch on the backdash, but the following up on the fishing move catches insert trying to escape.
Really good. Just really good sequence there for Lurry on that first round. Hopefully they can keep that momentum going, but that good 6P right there.
Times on the blade here one more time. Try to go for the command throw. No dice on there. Little bit of a trade on here. Fortunate for Lurry, but you know what? Right into the hands that you needed that haircut after all.
Really good burst there on the super attempt. Unfortunately, it did not cause a burst cancel, but Lurry blocks the tap dust, but is still forced to do burst.
Tap dust of Lurry's own. Both of them getting blocked in there. Cancels out. Trying to do a cross up mix. No condice, but that command grab says hello once again. And now it's a little bit of a turnaround at this point. It's 2-1 Lurry.
Lurry on the 2-1 lead.
Rats, what you thinking? What are you thinking so far?
What am I thinking? Oh man. All right. I don't like jinxing things. I don't like jinxing things. I like seeing things for what they are. I think both players have shown that they have a capacity to like understand situations that each character demands. And right now, Lurry is doing a really good job at staying in Insert's head, especially after that previous match. But we'll see how on the set point, how that tension is going to either buckle Lurry or just, you know, give us a crazy showing.
A lot of trades right now, but we get the big counter hit into the overhead kiss. We've seen some incredible conversions from May as we go in. Does opt to not use the wild assault to break down the wall. Does get the follow-up on here with Yamada-san on here. That's going to be better for damage anyway.
Lurry going in with a command grab.
Oh,
the wire C, but
yeah, Fro is still on fire.
Mix up with the Scarecrow PRC. Forces Insert to burst. Lurry still has a burst of his own.
They teleport out and they're going ahead with the 2K follow-up. The blue wild assault is going to connect on there afterwards, and Lurry is on championship point.
Lurry getting some items out. Got mini Faust on display. Got the Afro. This is a really good item roll for Lurry. Gets the pickup. Probably going into super. Opts to back out. Save the meter for mix-up.
Having to hold it down here. A lot of follow defense here. Not a lot of meter for Insert to work with on here. Going to be one little touch is all we need here. Has half a burst to work with here. Wild Assault or Deflect Shield is on the table, at least on here. Trying to hold down with the half circles heavy on their note, but nothing for it.
They're playing super patient, waiting for Lurry to make a single mistake to potentially get their comeback. Burst coming back.
Mix into the follow-up. You're playing a little bit of golf, and just like that, Lurry taking it in the reset, turning things around. It was a 3-1 before, but for insert, this time it's a 3-1 for Lurry. Faust, North Carolina is definitely